I mean, someone would have to make a custom Duff McWhalen costume, and I don't know how that would work. Trying to base that off 8-bit Mega Man.
It would be really squished and tiny.
Indeed. Anyways, in case you forgot, we're in Tier 4, so let's... I don't think we have that many levels left of it, but let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, we were at 131. Radium Man by the Blade Rodent with 43.20. And 1 element, 3 tokens. And we have a skip teleporter. Oh joy! This is a good sign already.
I get the boss chamber music from 10, I believe.
Oh jeez.
What on earth is that sprite?
This is the sprite of one of the judges.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, I kinda like that. Okay, so probably we can't touch this quote-unquote water.
Oh, you got the
Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it.
Yeah, it's deadly.
Oh, it just hurts you.
Oh, shit.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Poupou?
I was expecting something explodey. Like, you touch it and you just flat out die.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Poupou? Voyons.
Oh my goodness.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, mon petit Poupou? Voyons.
Oh.
Oh my.
Wait, what?
Okay, this does go down.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
This is kind of a problem. God damn it. Poopoo.
Poopoo's singing his head off.
Come on, get in there.
So when are you teaching Boo Boo the Super Mario theme?
I'll surely need that key for something, so...
It would be nice if the acid was actually animated. Oh wow, it's like all slimy.
Yeah, it slows you down. Ah, Poupou! Mange-moi pas les orteils! Okay. What's next?
You know what? I am sorely disappointed that this level doesn't have like an 8-bit rendition of the Crash Bandicoot.
Oh god!
Theme. Oh, like toxic waste, yeah.
Poo-poo.
Like,
What the fuck was I supposed to do there?
this music is kind of repetitive.
Okay.
Oh, I actually did make it.
Peace! Peace! Peace!
Oh my god.
Ah, fuck my life.
Oh!
Doesn't help. I'm being gnawed on my feet by freaking poo at the same time. God.
Being a nuisance.
Destroy him.
God damn it.
That's the sound.
God
That
damn.
fucking sound.
This is my only joy in all this. That stupid noise.
Oh shit. Deadly acid. It's
Oh
psych.
no. Acid, right?
Yeah. Flawlessly!
Oh yeah.
Flawlessly! Going to flawless!
You think there's enough shit? You think?
Apparently not enough.
What's up, Proto Man? Aha. Right, I don't have a key. Oh my god, it's not acid. I can't believe it's not acid. This, however, does not look good.
Oh no!
Like that, because stupid knockback. God.
Damn.
Do you have to have so much instant death? Like, seriously. A little bit of instant death challenge, fair enough. But too much is too much.
Oh,
that was
yeah, I was about to
too
say
late.
that was a little way too late.
God fucking damn it. Apparently that's not dead, though.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, what does that say? Reactor entry shrink ray. Okay.
So apparently you're tiny.
I guess? I have to wait for this stupid cloud platform to come back.
Oh my god, you're the atom.
I can't believe he's our great disaster stopping pal, Ray Palmer.
Would you like to learn some
God,
quantum
that's
physics?
a one-time thing.
That's the token! But at least you got the token.
At least I got it.
Alright.
Smoking token.
Considering everything, I'm not sure how you were supposed to get that without dying.
Huh. Say congrats. Now do it again. I wasn't looking. I was about to say, so you're not just like, fuck this, I'm going to jut this some bitch.
I'm going on a jet ride. Also, this key is missable.
Eisen picked up a Steam Deck.
Ah.
Who did?
Eisen.
Oh, sweet.
Cool. Wait till he learns about the desktop function.
Oh, what the hell?
You can just install anything compatible with Linux on it.
I guess this is Radium, man.
Where's the music?
It's the Mega Man 6 battle team.
Like, I can barely hear it.
I can hear it. Oh.
Can you, yeah, I was about to say, can you leave, please? God. Just Homer in his hazmat suit. Right, what do you have to say? I like to volunteer here from time to time as a change of pace and stay on guard on weird hours in the morning. My internal club has me wake up at 2 AM and I get to see the sunrise every morning. It's great. It's less great that the inmates here don't really appreciate my 4 AM wake-up songs. I wonder why. I fucking wonder why.
Looking at this level, two words come to mind. Unfocused and unpolished. I can see the potential for an interesting concept buried in here, as it has a lot of the ingredients necessary to make something fun and unique. However, it's a bit like an early baker's everything bagel. It has a little too much of everything to really shine. Specifically, this uses 5 to 10 different gimmicks and over 20 different enemy types. That's far too many in one level. And it leads to a ton of redundant concepts and one-use enemies. More promptly, it results in a lot of untapped potential, which is a shame as some of these could be really good. My best example of untapped potential is the rising nuclear water. It only shows up in one room, and that one room is long, unimpressive, and has incredibly awkward design that can kill you easily. It could have been used for something like a chase sequence, especially with the astral walls, or it could rise and fall at the rhythm as you traverse the series of platforms at different heights. These are just a small collection of possibilities, but
there's a lot you can do with just a small selection of gimmicks.
Sorry, it's like when you move it, I just lose my place, man. Personally, I advise dropping the main gimmicks down to just radiation liquids, drops, and pulls both. The astral walls, the nuclear canisters, and that one cool set piece with the shrink ray. And then bring enemy types of 20 plus to around 6. That would put this more in line with the standard Mega Man level, and I think it would create a much better result. I also changed the mini-boss into something less nonsensical, and toned down the Radium Man's rod attack so it doesn't persist for several seconds for no reason. With those changes in place, I think this level would be a lot more fun to play.
Yeah, for several seconds, the boss was already dead for like a minute and it still wasn't out anyways. While the theming is certainly on point, I can't exactly praise this level for much else. Simply put, this stage is all over the place, especially when it comes to the gimmicks. Each one gets its own dedicated section, which isn't a bad idea on its own. The problem is that once a section is done with, previous gimmick is dropped completely in favor of a new one, never to be seen again, and so on. The waterfall and barrel segment is easily the best part of the level, to the point where I wish there was more of a focus on them. On the far opposite side, however, you have the moving pillar and spike segment. Aside from the frequent glitches that can cause you to phase through the pillars? Really? Okay. The placement of the swallown something at the end of what ruins it. You already have a rather tight and demanding section with instant death as the punishment for failing. The last thing it needs is an awkwardly placed enemy that can easily blindside the player. All of this is topped off with a boss that could have been fun if not for one major flaw. The lingering effect from the rods he tosses out lasts way too long. It's strange considering the custom Picketman enemies in the stage have a similar attack, but the resulting explosion effect doesn't last anywhere near as long as Radium Man's. Oh shit, that's true. I've had a fight with him where he's coated the entire floor in those radiation blasts, which made it virtually impossible to avoid taking damage. One of those fights ended with the energy element loading on one of those lingering blasts, which forced me to wait for several seconds before it disappeared, since one more hit would have killed me. If this isn't a sign that the boss, and this stage for that matter, could have used more playtesting, then I don't know what is. Holy moly, enemies spammy!
There's so much stuff being flamed into your face for just the first
I
few
just
screens.
noticed her glasses are broken. Anyways.
It's not even funny. Multiple enemies cluttered to ambush you at every half screen, together with new gimmicks introduced in this chaotic environment, with no chance for the player to be given breathing room, resulting in deaths that feel really unfair to the player. The stage in general is just super unfocused, and it features so many enemies that serve to knock you around like a beanbag, pummeled into acid pools, death pits, crushers, or what have you. It doesn't look like the stage calms down from asking for insane maneuvers out of the player later on, either. Difficulty curve is non-existent. It's an all high all the time. The stage also suffers from some slowdown with so many of the oil drum objects being spawned in that one screen.
I didn't know it was that interesting.
Music choice really matters. Picking a song that isn't intended for long hearing being put into a full-length stage, it gets really irritating and demotivating to continue playing after a while.
Right, because I remember that that song is, I think, one of the boss refight stages from either 9 or 10, so yeah, you're not meant to hear that the whole time. Anyways.
I believe it's 9, I think.
I think it's 9. Anyways.
Radio Man. I guess his sprite looks decent. His fights consist of area denial with those lingering toxins, and you can manipulate where he throws them in a way, but I don't think you can really stop him from covering the whole arena, which could lead to catastrophic results.
Catastrophic failure.
I wish I could write a more glowing review, but I've got to discuss some massive critical issues. Rising acid / slime is unforgiving. I wish the acid slime drops disappeared upon hitting the surface of the liquid below. I glitched a couple gimmicks, and I found 3 different ways for players to mess up the level flow after Proto Man appears. I should also address the elephant in the room. The mini-boss drops in the ball in every way. Based on the power-ups strewn everywhere, I can only assume you're aware of how difficult the level is. Too many objects are in too small a space, which hurts the learning curve. Puts a damper on a no-damage buster-only run, and clutters the visuals. The cooling rod area is an improvement, though still too difficult from the combination of constant precision and omnipresent instant death. Only and thoroughly charming microzone feels properly balanced for a Mega Man level, and it's a shame the easiest part is at the end. Concluding the level is mostly solid boss fight, with, well, he looks like from The Simpsons, which I guess is appropriate. Radio Man's pattern is just right. Though the explosions linger longer than necessary, the bombs can be tricked to
I just
spawn
wanna
in the
mention,
ceiling.
before we even saw this, Rurs mentioned Homer is in hazmat suit, and yeah, someone else saw it.
Oh my god, I wasn't the only one that thought that too. But I didn't say anything. If you jump high enough and neither hazard disappears when he dies. I'm a big fan of how the boss chamber looks. Here and elsewhere, it's neat to see such a creative application of dev kit tiles. Even with a few color schemes that don't quite work for me, the aesthetics overall do a good job of creating a sense of place. Theming is a strong point. Despite the level having the memory of a three-eyed goldfish when it comes to what the enemy roster is, the core challenges of each section are creative and make total sense with the premise.
I mean, three-eyed goldfish, considering The Simpsons, makes sense, I guess. So this level can't decide if it wants to be a decent level or a horrible level, and is split between its first and second halves. It does not get off to a very good first impression, with constant bombardment of enemies that do not mix, and new concepts thrown at the player in completely dangerous situations. This is one of the places where lack of safety prevents any sort of game plan on the player, on the part of the player, and results in the player damage boosting in order to get through. When under overs, there is very little room for dodging enemies and projectile in a heavily timed situation. Oftentimes avoiding damage or even just surviving requires clairvoyance, and in some cases it seems utterly impossible. Many elements in the first half of the level are counterintuitive. For example, getting through the rising acid route requires the player to wait an exorbitant amount of time before they even start moving. Otherwise, the result is that acid calming you to death. This room also does not offer any safe spots in places where it looks like there should be. Perhaps the ashes should have started halfway up the room. The Pauso room? Okay, yeah, I think I remember this one. The Pauso room is far too cramped for the mini-boss used. The enemy requires pretty precise movement, and the layout here makes things far too unreasonable to pull off. The second half is a lot better in terms of enemies and how reasonable the challenges are, particularly the barrel platforming section. Was it? It felt kind of a thing because of all the frickin' tellies and the bees, but anyways. Some highlights were the waterfalls and the subatomic platforming room. One of the best qualities about the level was the perfect checkpoint placement, which meant it never got frustrating, except for the shifting wall room, which harks back to the first room, requiring clairvoyance and having nowhere safe to stand. I did not manage to avoid the Swalloon at the end, and had to damage boost through the section. Radio Man himself cannot decide between the two halves of the level. He can be immensely frustrating. One of his attacks comes with no warning and robs you of anywhere to move. On the other hand, if he uses the other two attacks, he dies fairly reasonably. Had this boss use AI rather than RNG, this would have been a much better fight. Aesthetically, the level looked fine, but the music was a horrendous choice. It was not written to be used in such a long level. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Don't use Wally Fortress boss refight music for a full level, please. God. Anyway, this level overall, fuck the beast section. Seriously, that's horrible. I don't see how someone could be able to no damage Buster only that part, but someone's probably gonna prove me wrong. Anyways, 130. Top Men 2, Spin or Go Home. By Chicken Parm with a 5% penalty, so it would normally have been a 48.51 a score. 1 element, 4 tokens. Let's have a look. Another skip teleporter.
God damn. And we got some Top Man music.
Fucking hate these frogs. And that was all for a bolt, right? God damn it. Whoa. That's a ladder. It's a good thing I found out this is a ladder. Okay, we've got fake top-end platforms. That's not disorienting whatsoever. And there's a real one. Shouldn't be able to go back. Why is there an enemy there? Force utility usage. Hi, Zaichin. Oh god. Okay, I hate this. Okay, I hate this.
Wow. That's...
What a great level.
What a great level.
What
What the?
just happened?
I don't even know.
What even was that?
Oh shit, that's what it was. This fucking top thing needs to die, though. Yeah, you have to get rid of that. That's annoying. Oh! Thought you slid.
Damn it.
Alright, it's
I got
okay.
it, it's fine.
You got the token, though. It's all good. That's all that matters. Get that token. Let's go.
We seriously need a sequel to Top Man's Level that's like 50 million times harder. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh god, damn it. Oh god, I almost hit this fucking spikes. Fucking spikes. Fucking spikes. Dude, that was not that bad of a challenge here. God, I hate these enemies. It's Not that they're hard, they're just in the way. They're annoying. Oh, hey, my face. Excuse me? What even is this shit? What even is this shit?
Yes.
What even is this shit?
Yes.
Oh, there's something there. Whoa.
Oh hey, a repeats challenge from the actual Top Man level.
Nice.
Yeah, I could dodge that. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not waiting for the big top.
Nope, we're moving on.
Poo-poo. No, I don't know. I'm sure Opie would make a level that's way more fair.
I would not torture
I
the
do
fucking...
not trust these yellow platforms. Do not trust.
I mean, I've never made a level before, but if I did, it'd probably be not as like shit as this.
Yep, they're explosive.
Oh, more of this. I don't know if you can make that jump. Or, well, there's that gray one.
Yeah, the gray are fake.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, screw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Magnet beam cheese.
Yeah, baby. Big jump. There you go.
Ah,
Oh,
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ew, what the fuck?
The player model would be Opie bait.
What do you mean? It would probably be roll. Most likely.
Oh jeez. Oh, this is kind of a thing.
Hang in there, man. Get that. There you go.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Floating tops, man. Oh, next room is the checkpoint.
What is this?
What in the hell is this? Oh my god.
If you wanna confuse the player, congratulations, you succeeded. What the fuck am I looking at?
Oh no! There's the checkpoint.
And hopefully the boss. which is just top man.
Oh wait, what? Only one. Oh, it's only one. Oh. Water ain't it. Well, that's two. Oh, it is thunder beam. Oh, there's more. Oh, thunder.
Are you seriously gonna force utility at the last minute here?
I guess.
Or are you gonna make things spawn? No? Alright, no, these are ladders.
Oh!
You introduced that concept like at the start level. You forgot about it. How is the player supposed to remember after all this shit? Let's be honest here.
The judges probably said the same thing.
I would not be surprised. There has to be at least one that said that.
Time penalty.
Yep, let's see, apparently Pachi was okay with this, anyways. Was kind of annoyed with this.
An attempt to make it a bigger and better Top Man stage, eh? Hey, I'm Canadian, eh? Considering the original was a victim of rushed development and unfortunate circumstances, I can see the appeal, despite the risk to the creativity score. Did it work out? Kind of. Richer. The new top platforms are the shining element. While they can get a bit spammy sometimes, they can also have a number of twists and turns to make them a lot more interesting, namely ghost and explosive tops. Personal highlight was the super giant top turning the spinning behavior into a combat obstacle. And that Greek top man was a fun fight. I also appreciate that it's relatively obvious which type of top is which. Yes, it's color coding, but I feel like might actually work with color blindness. Flash be the judge of that.
Apparently Flashman85 is colorblind.
Unfortunately, the rest of the level is awkward at best. The enemies here are either underused or dull, and there's a few 1/1 recreations.
Yep.
Of the top end stage.
Damn it.
That really hurt the creativity score, as well as causing arbitrary rush coil usage, because of course Mega Man 3 has had. Beyond that, the level has a lot of broken animations, some very unclear ladders, and a few different pieces that outright struggle to function. In particular, the big Mecha Kero tends to teleport whenever it turns around. The giant top doesn't respond properly. And there's one spot where the camera can be a headache inducing with how it slides around, which has thankfully been fixed.
Okay, fixed pose judging thing.
Rough level design is one thing, but these broken and busted bits hurt more the experience. That much more. Can be difficult to appreciate a level when it feels like it held together by duct tape and silly string.
Given the choice, I'd honestly rather go home. And that's largely due to alright, it's called spin or go home. And that's largely due to this level being plagued by a number of technical issues. There's minor things like certain background tiles flashing while the rest has no animation. Then there's a more serious one, such as one of the spawner for the top platform suddenly not working, along with the new mini-boss sprite not being centered, causing it to snap to different position when it turns to jump. Not to mention it fires at you before it even spawns in. The worst of these actually comes from the camera, when it jerks to the side during a pretty crucial jump later in the level. All of this really makes me question how much playtesting went into the stage before it was submitted. The level design only reinforces this question. Some of the earlier parts of the stage are pretty decent, albeit with some odd things here and there, like how you need utilities just to get past Tama's room. Right, because you needed rush coil, blah blah blah. Things starts to get messy once you reach the room with the second token, which by the way, is an absolute pain to get. Agreed. A lot of the rooms afterwards are either really cluttered or don't have much going on. The rising section in particular, while neat in concept, is oversaturated with enemies, The rest of the rune aren't really that distinct enough to comment on, although there is one part I noticed that would rip almost directly from Topman's original stage, but reversed. On that note, Green Topman is probably the most enjoyable part of the level. The larger projectile and timing required to avoid them make for a fun twist on an otherwise vanilla boss. It would have been a pretty solid stage to the end, if not for the room afterwards. I honestly thought the magnet beam was required to reach the energy element at first, until I realized that those girders in the background were actually ladders. I knew someone would comment on that. I'm glad I was not the only one to forget this. I wouldn't be as upset over this if there were some hints to this earlier in the level, but there's zero indication for it. Actually, there is the first token, but seriously, at this point in the level, how would you remember this? Sadly, I ended up leaving the stage feeling pretty annoyed. There's definitely some nice ideas here, such as variant of the top platforms and the Greek top force fight, but they're bogged down by rough execution with the level design, along with numerous technical issues. Yeah, I mostly agree with what Shinryu has to say here. Holy shit. Too fast! Too spin harder!
Too black, too strong, too black, too strong.
Oh god.
I do not like the bright red background at all. It's kind of hard to look at. Thankfully, the latter part of the stage is subdues it with much more comforting night color. Also, more remix stages. Well, at least with this stage. It sticks to the theming and actually expands on the original concept. I like the variety of the different types of spinning top platforms, except the white one, which is kinda meh. Only serves to screw you over in a random spawn's chaos. Some of the tokens are annoyingly placed. Second token is of course hidden away in one of the random openings of the elevator section. Third token is annoyingly hidden away in a leap of faith screen transition, and it seems to be heavily RNG dependent because it may spawn a white top on parts where you need a real platform. It doesn't help that all the tops seem to have a very low spawn rate here. The middle part of the level feels like a huge difficulty spike compared to the rest of the stage, full of instant death hazards with no checkpoints throughout either until the end of the giant top elevator ride. There is also a room near the end where the camera is kind of snaps around back and forth while you're platforming across, which can be a bit disoriented.
Which was apparently fixed post-judging, but anyways.
Is go home still an option? Because this level has spun out of control. All of the ideas are there for a great Top Man remix. Exploding and fake out top platforms are super clever, and there's sufficient color contrast for me to tell the non-flashing platforms apart. Although they look nicer with new graphics befitting their size. A humongous elevator and not so mini Mecha Kettle mini Muzz are fun additions. Secretly climbable background architecture offers a lot of possibilities. But then you also have the Biki, Bubukan, Cannon, an Electron Hammer, Joe, new Shaman, Parasu, drop platforms in multiple flavors of Sparkman platform. New elements are fine, but that's an entire separate level worth of assets on top of the other new things, and everything that was in Top Man's original level, unfocused and overwhelming, are words that come to mind. Part of the problem is a lack of restraint in the number of objects on any given screen. The official games rarely require you to keep track of more than 3 or 4 different things at any one time. This level routinely throws double, if not triple, that amount at the player. It's not that the challenges are fundamentally bad. Again, the ideas are there. It's just that the most screens would benefit tremendously from the Thanos treatment. Several enemies have been given an unflattering makeover. Background lights are incorrectly animated, flashing platforms are too flashy, backgrounds in general could use some polish, but I can tell what that thought and effort went into them. I count several architectural oversights, ergo soft lock potential after the cat fight, awkward screen shifting in an area near the last token. It's easy to glitch the humongous elevator out of existence. The Mega Carol needs a nearby checkpoint and more playtesting. Among other issues, it can jump through the floor and leave you stranded.
Really?
Sorry, I couldn't put a more positive spin on this one.
Eh.
Fucking puns.
Another stage that feels like it's about to fall apart as it seems. I got soft-locked a few times here, including the giant resized mid-boss despawning due to having the gallop turning left while next to a wall. Oops. Or often a screen transition leads to unavoidable damage as you walk into an enemy, or on occasion into a dead pit. Yeah, the stage design itself is a bit of a mess. And there's a severe lack of polish in general. Can Mega Man make it out of the Tama boss room without utilities? No, it doesn't even look intentional. Gimmicks can get themselves despawn and leave the player up a creek without a paddle, since nothing stops them from flying off screen. And frankly, you can spend a rather silly amount of time for the large top spawner to give you a valid platform rather than the gray one that has no collision simply due to RNG. Checkpoint placement also seems arbitrary, with this stupidly large top platform room really feeling like it needed something before it. Otherwise, there's a lot of rather instant that heavy level. And a mini-boss that get back to it when something goes wrong. Well, you know what? I didn't even notice there was no checkpoint after the frog boss. Shit. For what it's worth, I like the new variants of the dev kit gimmicks. One of them, the horizontal Sparkman platform. If I didn't know any better, you'd swear it was part of the dev kit. It's an obvious addition, and I assume it's going to get added in the next contest. And while I give the top spawners flag, I like the explosive variant. It's a cool change, and just a shame that bypassing most of the rooms using it comes down to sheer numbers of spawn objects rather than a more deliberate challenge. And while I mentioned an instant death heavy segment earlier, those few rooms leading to the mid-boss actually present an interesting challenge to bypass. Shame about the checkpoint. To briefly touch on tokens, I think the first one was clever. Granted, the clue to where it resides is actually given much further into the stage than it needs to be, but that's fine with me, since said token is also so early in the level that it takes mere seconds to collect on a revisit. I'll give token 1 a pass. The others? No, these are heavily bungled. I don't mind tokens that are sneaky, but there really are no such clues to their locations, and that one with the absurdly chunky giant top lift area is particularly egregious, but yeah, I have the map in the compass, so for me it doesn't matter as much, but yeah, I can see how someone without those things would have a problem. The revamped Topman certainly exists. I will always applaud stage trying to do something new with the dev kit bosses, but the exploding top in this fight just throws a monkey wrench into it. When you learn how it works, you can reliably avoid it, but a total lack of visual tells on the tops here makes it come down to sheer brute force trial and error, more so than a normal boss. If the boss had novelty, I wouldn't mind this trial and error aspect as much, but Topman's base AI is kind of lacking. Not everyone's like me and is more willing to try and learn rather than dull and lackluster bosses, when in this case, face tanking the tops to avoid Topman's contact damage is also a viable path to victory. So wait, did Topman do that much damage? Anyways, sometimes it's time to stop. Like, you can't just rely on goddamn insta-death all the freaking time. Good fucking god. I heard that there was a gauntlet at the tournament with the Western team to it, so I got here as fast as I could. This is what my life has been leading to all these years of being so out of place. I can finally be the cactus in the desert I've always dreamed of being. Alright, it's the boss. Phase on Mother Brain.
What? Excuse
That's
me?
the name?
Ooh!
Yep, I'm going left.
I have a question.
What
Are there
the
any
fuck?
good levels in this? Because they seem to all be total garbage.
I mean, we're still in the bottom tiers. The better levels are in tier 15 and later, anyway.
15?
Yeah, there's a lot of
I've got ways to
levels.
go.
I think I recognize him. No choice, eh? Thank you, finally, she took them long enough. Huh, wasn't expecting him to be so eloquent. Ahem! I've literally got a rope of bird twittering in my ear. Speak up, child. I'm here for the tier rank. Yes, obviously. Need a passcode first and then we can get that over with. Passcode? I didn't know I needed passcode. Or the door, so I can get out after this. I'm really starting to need a oil change. I already sent Element Men to go talk to Sheriff Men, but here I still am. I only agreed to this arena for the flavor, but none of these buffoons gave me the passcode to get out. I'm down. I can go as Sheriff Man. You don't need to get mad over this. Wait, I didn't mean that as an... Forgot me again? They all know I don't have a working teleporter. Fine, good, great. This is the last straw. You helped me end in my 2 weeks notice. Because after this I quit. Okay. Absolute madman. Alright, tier 4 completed. Building a robot shell is always a tough job. You got to make sure everything is reinforced. Personally, I just use my hammer as a benchmark. If it doesn't break after 5 hits, it's good enough for me. Tough a job it may be, it always feels nice knowing I'm helping to keep all this scum locked up. Maybe y'all think that's too hard, but anyone who threatens me, the working man and woman, is an enemy of mine. I'm one of the mighty Hunter twins. I'm here to wish you goodbye as you leap off this cliff. I will assure you that this drop-off is safe and necessary to the architecture. Hope you have a nice visit to our gel house. Please enjoy the rest of the tournament. How nice. Oh, hey, Proto Man. Hey, Waveman Saloon. He's not the only copycat there. I just want to check something before I do that. Okay, yeah. He's still not done. Geronimo!
Yeah, we out.
Okay, yeah, we did get everything.
Tier 5 gift shop. Welcome to Magic Man's Casino! Exactly.
Okay. Okay, bye, poo-poo. Ok, bonjour, poupou. Ok, bye, poupou. Ok, bonjour, poupou. Ok, bye, poupou. Voyons!
He can't make up his mind.
Poupou! Voyons! Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
He doesn't want you to spend any tokens.
Be right back dealing with Burb.
So which...
Soon, trademark.
You know what? Yeah. Fuck you, Knockback.
Alright. You gotta...
I'll go with that for now.
Okay. Look at that.
Hey, Reggae. Hello there.
What are you doing here? You're in the wrong series. Go home. Go home!
Go the fuck home.
Go to your home! You're too good for your home.
Wait, really? And go sleeps with the fishes. Hey, Wiley. I've already done all the available arenas.
You're Megaman. I am not Wiley. I'm Ernest Wheel. I am totally Ernest.
He's
Honest Engines.
He's Ernest Evans.
I am Ernest Evans' cousin, Ernest Wheel. I am totally real, honest engines.
According to Dr. Wiley's orders, you will find this adorable.
Pass. I'm sorry, but you can't beat Fat Pikachu. It can't be done.
It can't be done, nope.
Who doesn't love Sumo Pikachu?
During a boss fight, use an E-Tank and then defeat the boss without getting hit. Ah, okay. I see.
So use it when they have 1 HP left.
Alright, the Tetris Devil, that was a thing.
Oh, Tetris Devil was fun.
Have the Skull Amulet activate 30 times across the entire game.
The fuck is a skull amulet?
The skull amulet essentially leaves you at 1 HP if you're getting a hit that would otherwise kill you, and afterwards you die.
Oh.
It's very useful so you don't waste an E-tank.
Oh. So it's just the focus sash.
Yes. Except it doesn't apply if you're at... Well, it doesn't necessarily just apply when you're at full HP.
Focus band.
Kind of. Except it's not a chance of working, it just works.
So it's like the undershirt from that network.
Yeah,
So
yeah, the undershirt. Yeah, that's a good way to see it.
Wait, it just works. It's a Bethesda product?
LOL.
I don't know, whenever I hear it just works, it just... I think the person talking is lying to me.
You know what? We'll go as me IRL for a bit.
I remember that one.
Yep, it's back.
I really hope they brought back Sprite Game Mega Man back.
Sprite Game Mega Man was a custom costume that I downloaded. I don't know if it's actually in the game or not.
Oh.
Oh.
Go download it again!
Alright, time for Tier 5, the gift shop. You don't understand the gravity of these gifts.
Download it again, I wasn't looking.
Kill me.
Welcome all to the gravity gift shop. You'll flip for these low prices. What's with the paint job? Simply wanted to try something different, that's all. Adopt a mat? Yes, absolutely. I've been able to collect royalties from many of these simulations. I've used my likeness in the past. It was enough to form the toy empire that you're seeing here. Taxes this year are going to be brutal. Oh, let's get started then. Bakery, man.
So, how do I yeet this man into the sun?
Bakery Man by Darkoexer and Nintendo. The score 43.60.
0 out of 10 needs more phase on.
Okay, 2 exits, 4 tokens. Let's have a look.
It's that French baker from
Oh boy!
Auction 52.
Oh no.
Please enjoy.
Please enjoy and
perish.
perish.
Oh shit! It's an 8-bit version of Brickman's team from 11.
Oh, Blockman?
A Blockman, yeah. Ah, okay. That's how these works.
Oh, a pie.
I'm guessing these are springs. Yes.
They look like springs. And they
Go
are.
on, Sugoi.
Into the spikes with you.
Wow.
Oh, and he just did that.
Speaking of spikes,
I didn't tell you to do it!
I didn't notice there were spikes up there. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that!
Yeah, that was an unfortunate foreshadowing.
So, okay, how many people in chat is this stage making hungry?
Here.
Yes.
Good answer, good answer. Number one answer. No, number one answer. Wow, you can barely see the spikes.
Yeah, that's why I got had earlier.
Blends in with the background, yeah.
Okay, Chef Hat Matt is great.
That's an awesome
No complaints there.
Cake!
Cake.
Blow out the candles! No spikes there.
Make a wish.
Oh, pfft.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
it's not,
said
thought that
it,
was a
and
platform.
I honestly did not even notice them.
yeah, it's not
I
a
thought
painting.
that was a platform.
That's not
Same.
that's also not a painting of spikes, that's an ignore spike.
Wow, a painting of spikes. Oh shit, gosh!
That fish.
Oh,
Woo, wait, did Fat Pikachu just explode?
Yeah, it explodes every time you die.
I've never noticed that.
it just
That's
pops.
amazing.
It
was thinking
happens the
that-
same thing
Well,
with Splash Woman.
I can't believe you finally taught Pikachu self-destruct.
Ah, god damn it.
I always think of it as a your character just holding him like a balloon. Fat Pikachu balloon.
The hell is he holding him? He doesn't have any arms.
He's got legs.
Bring out
Oh,
your
he-
cakes.
his
That's
toe.
tomorrow.
Bring out your cake.
Wait, bring out your cake! Actually, the springs kind of look like pancakes.
Maybe that's the idea. I'm not sure.
I want
Get away.
pancakes now. Make me some pancakes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I gotta get myself some pancake mix. I only got waffles here.
Ah, no, my birthday's in August, unless you're not talking to me.
My birthday's next month. I don't even know what I'm gonna do on mine.
My birthday was 6 months ago.
Ah, Jesus fucking Christ.
Fall for that every time.
Press R, damn it. Try again.
Press R to retry.
Oh god, there was a spike right there too.
This is the safest room in the game. Only Q can kill you. Oh, there's
Okay.
Oh,
a croissant.
nice,
Oh my God.
nice recaller.
Okay,
Also,
so this
I'm
is the
glad
greatest
there's
level
actually,
so far.
There's actually a little indication here that this part of the floor is slippery. That's very
one had the
interesting.
It's covered in butter.
And it has the caution sign too.
Oh, it's covered in butter.
Yeah, they're dripping molten butter on you.
Yeah, we just need to send the king of town. We'll be fine.
Yeah, where's the custom King of Town sprite? Dress them up like Super King EO brothers, but with a gun. But with a gun.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, what? There's a.
Ah,
I didn't even
don't
see that.
these spikes.
I can't see that.
They look like platforms!
Oh god,
I
wait,
get it.
both sides have a token? Ah, Jesus.
Wait, bread and butter, what was the other sign?
Sweet salad.
Oh, it's like the oil from Mega Man 6.
Yeah. Oh, there's something down there. Yep. Oh, invisible.
This was completely unnecessary. If you are epileptic, look away.
Oh. Jet and bike are disabled.
Oh,
You know, I didn't even notice that until now.
me neither.
You know, I just realized something. If they were to put bounce ball in this, it would be abbreviated B-ball.
The magic b-ball.
B-ball pasta.
B-ball pasta. Oh, no, I just remember their winning animation in the game. Oh, what? That crushes you.
Excuse me? How'd you die?
Sweet Sally and bread and butter. Huh?
Donuts!
Donut.
Cherry pie. You're ruining that cake. Seizure City.
Do you want to speak to the manager? All test keep crashing my dog.
I'd still love to know how you died. If there was nothing there that could have killed you.
I just crushed them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Lies. I knew they could never be trusted. Cake for life.
You got 20% of the.
Okay, if I fall down here, is it death? Yes.
I was gonna say, why don't you kill yourself so you can go get the other toad?
Hey, it's our bread and butter. Gordon, go away.
Buttery.
If this level doesn't have high ratings, I will destroy the judges.
I mean, this fucking
This
level
is
It's only in tier 5, unfortunately, so...
Watch it, there's a
It's
spike
too
there.
stupid not to be great!
This level can give one diabetes.
Oh, don't send it to diabetes.
Okay, got the first 2 tokens with that.
Oh, what the hell
my
is that?
It's a big oven!
It's a big oven! Destroy it! When it has its eyes open, I guess. Oh, you have to shoot its eyes. Oh, there you go.
Finally.
When all else fails, use Spark Chaser.
Oh, what the fuck?
I have questions.
Ooh! Jesus.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh my god.
Okay, this section kind of sucks though.
God damn it!
Oh no! And the freaking energy there just to insult you.
Did I just say he's ready?
I think
No,
it's he's here.
Oh.
Yes, I think a lot of the custom sprites have special ready things.
Everybody get
ready! Oh god!
If Sprite Game Mega Man is in here, his ready sign better be what?
Please don't tell anyone that our goods aren't all freshly baked.
Frozen! You got the chili bones! But you careful about chili! Oh my god, it's got a little... Wait, is he shooting like... What is that? Baguettes? Baguette missiles?
Oh
This level
man.
is so stupidly charming.
We have to do this stage twice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the skip teleporter for the second time.
Okay. Not a problem.
Okay.
Bakery Man!
It's French Baker, man.
I think the way he was starting to attack me, he's a repellent of Pharaoh Man. What would Pharaoh Man be weak to here? Considering I don't have a freezing move.
You don't have flash stopper or
That does 2. Oh god.
Everything seems to be weak.
He's dropping donuts on you. I think he's just look like he's shooting Pop-Tarts at you, man.
I also
shit,
got
the
only one.
Them Pop-Tarts are... Pop-Tarts hurt. Oh, the ice, I guess.
Fuck you.
Oh, there's still more.
You have bested me.
Oh. Oh, what? Psych! We're not done yet, Mega Chump.
Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna redo it. Cause I saw that thing back there. And at least with Ice Wall, he's not that bad.
No. I'm guessing that's like the second part. The magnet shit.
Nice try. Not that easy. Mega dork. Oh,
Spikes. Oh,
it's one of those platforms.
what the fuck are you shooting? Oh, they're shooting candy. Seizure warning again. Oh,
Okay, at least there's an indicator down there.
Oh my god, he's shooting ice cream cones. Oh my god, you're dead.
he's here!
Yeah, definitely using the skip teleporter. If this wasn't such a long level, I might not mind redoing it, but this is a little bit on the long side, so...
This is excessive.
Qu'est-ce que mon petit poupou?
Oh, I know what those are. Those are those missiles from Mega Man 5. They're... Even though you can shoot them, they're indestructible.
So much cake.
And not a single ass in sight.
Sadly. What is that? Something there.
Yeah, I see what I assume is the last token. Yeah, god. Well, at least this is a checkpoint, but still. Ah,
Oh
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
Even in the dark, the spikes are hard to see.
No, honestly, the first half of the level would have been enough.
No, this is too much. And also the bouncing cakes already.
Ah,
Oh
God,
no!
the fucking spikes!
time you see a cake in real life, you're gonna think it's gonna bounce.
God damn it!
God damn it!
I appreciate that head on the left turns into a skull when you die. Just in case you need to be really informed that you're fucking dead.
There we go.
Also, this is all the level's fault. I have peanut butter M&Ms now.
Look at you.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that kills you? Fuck off!
I was wondering, like, that's gonna kill mine, I guess.
Yeah, I had a feeling it would, and I'm still kind of annoyed by it.
Cake. Heavier than
it.
Mega Man.
Maybe it's metal cake. I don't fucking know at this point. They're
cake
robots.
cake does make one heavy.
What muscle is heavier than fat?
Muscle is fat.
No, it's not.
There is no government.
What the
Wait, what?
Oh, because you were wedged between the two.
That is bullshit.
Oh my god, it's the kind of shit that happens in Sonic games. Where you're like, just one pixel off and you just get crushed. I was gonna say, why don't you just use the Magna Beam? How big is this fucking level?
I wish I knew. God.
That doesn't end.
It never ends.
There's the stage that never
Suit Sally, bread and knives.
What? Just end! Did that say Salt's Alley?
Suits.
Oh. I'm sorry, what does Suits have to do with a bakery?
Good question.
You gotta look fancy while you're eating cake.
I do see that all the enemies have suits, including the Mets.
These graphics are wasted in being in a stage that is way overstaying its welcome.
Oh my god, look. Drop washers.
Look at this shit. I noticed it, but are you noticing this fucking spike?
Oh, the spike. Yeah, I would have never seen that.
Good lord.
Again, over-reliance on fucking insta-dead bullshit.
The guy that made this is a shit.
Also, somebody said something about washing.
Oh, there were washing machines there.
Oh my god.
Close enough.
Oh my god, even the fucking missile things have suits.
Bro, they can make an entire level just based on... Well, this should be like 2 or 3 levels on its own.
It really should.
Wait,
Wait, did that crystal seriously do 8 damage? Jesus Christ.
Those were ice creams they were shooting at you.
I don't care, it still did 8 damage. Also, this enemy's invincible. As the first one we see so far.
Are you trying to tell me that Mega Man is lactose intolerant?
What?
What killed me?
Don't tell me there's freaking spikes hidden behind that shit. That's ridiculous.
There is. Oh my god.
I didn't even notice the goddamn spike. Oh my god.
It's too dark!
It's too fucking dark.
Subtle doesn't end. Whoever made this must have subscribed to the design philosophy that longer level equals good. So I have to go bullshit that when you kill them, their projectiles are still there.
Oh my god.
I cannot fucking wait to hear how utterly disappointed the judges are.
Indeed.
With such squandered potential.
Like, seriously, the stage starts alright. It has decent gimmicks. Okay, fucking seriously, where are the spikes?
Like, the theming of the stage is incredible. But then it lasts a million years and has instant death everywhere that you can barely tell from everything else. What the hell is that?
Oh, it's a, Saturn recaller? I mean, guess it's Part Chaser. No, it still does only 1 damage. So no, his weakness is Thunder Beam. It just only does 2 damage. Garbage.
Oh. There you go.
Ugh.
Oh my god. That was
Alright,
insane.
there's a second element. That's probably the one I skipped over.
Insane.
Do I do all this shit again? No.
Skip, please.
What do you guys have to say? Level's difficulty is overcooked, if you ask me. There's an overabundance of death spikes and mean setups. Maybe they should have used damage spikes as a substitute. Not that it would have helped my chipped tooth, though. I once dropped my keys into a vat of cake batter. It took me 45 minutes to find them all. Ruined the flavor of the keys. Finding all the elements and tokens in this level took just as long, and you can't get them all in one bite, so to speak. Don't force yourself to go back for seconds. It might be more appetizing to pick up what you missed from our pantry to the left.
You can't find the keys, man.
Can't find them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not resubjecting everyone to this level again.
No, that
Again,
was way too
it
fucking
looks
long.
super nice. The music is actually a good choice, but the level is too fucking long. It overstays its welcome, and it abuses insta-death bullshit. Well, let's see what the judge think about this. Oh boy, I see a few zeros in there. That's a good sign, right? It's for fun, too.
Fun.
It's for fun, too.
Oh my!
Broken
Oh,
glasses.
Oh man, I really wanted to like this level. There's so
Same.
much love poured into the concept, and everything just feels so lively here. It has some really fun concepts too. The cake and pie platforms lend themselves to a lot of scenarios, and both Sweet's Alley and Bread and Butter add awesome twists to the previously introduced concepts.
Okay,
Combined
before
with
you
that-
continue, I gotta say, the creator did introduce the gimmicks in safe environment, but then went to abuse the shit out of them in the stupidly dangerous environment. Anyways, continue.
Combine that with some fun, challenging bosses, and a slightly modified Pharaoh Man for the Bakery Man fight, and this level would have been pretty alright if it stopped there.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this has to be a severe case of no idea left behind, which in practice doesn't work for one level. Rather than end at the Robot Master, Bakery Man drops you into a basement and delivers a stage twice as long as necessary to complete with a metric ton of new assets and extra element. There's still moments to praise here. The bouncy cakes are a fun new idea in a vacuum. The moving coats in Suits Alley make excellent coverage for obstacles, and a sheer amount of value bread and knives gets from the scrolling respawn is great. However, on top of everything else, the basement section is too much, especially the second element. If you're going to have two elements in your stage, split earlier, not later. Later is a good way to make us dislike a level. This would still be salvageable by itself. There's a ton of clever design, checkpoints are abundant, and the charm is high enough that it wouldn't get totally boring. Unfortunately, the level's idea of fair punishment seems as to be copious amounts of death, and more death. As such, difficulty ramps up unreasonably fast, especially considering most of the utilities, aka the designer's safety nets for difficulty, are disabled. Even the aesthetic works against things. The brown outlining on the floors looks solid, which leads to an alarming amount of tripping into pits, and the spikes can be hard to see sometimes. High difficulty combined with unreasonable length is enough to drain basically all of the fun from the level, and what remains is an absolute slog. Well, my primary solution for part of the level is to take advantage of the new suit's slime activating iframes to cheese my way past it all. There's a problem. It's a shame because there's plenty of brilliant ideas buried in here. Unfortunately, the level just didn't know when to stop, and the end result leaves a spoiled, moldy taste. If you're willing to be and thrash at mastering the place, there's still a fun level to be found, but otherwise, oh boy. I'd be dropping the difficulty a couple notches before doing anything else with this.
Yeah, good lord. Deep down, this is a stage with a ton of potential. Agreed. The overall idea and teaming is definitely there, but sadly, things start to fall apart when it comes to the actual level design. For one, the platforming here is way too punishing. Throughout nearly every segment of this stage, making even the tiniest mistake will often net you an instant death. The timing and precision needed to get the third and fourth token without dying is a prime example of this. There's not so much a difficulty curve here as there is a difficulty wall that rarely lets up. Granted, there are a few sections that manage to set themselves apart, even with some tight jumps involved. For instance, the bread and knives path in the second half of the stage has a very strong emphasis on enemy and gimmick synergy. I didn't see it, so I don't know. It gets taken a step further when you're forced to fight the same enemy, but at different angle, as you go through some of the room layouts. Unfortunately, for as enjoyable as moments like that are, they're very few and far between in a stage that's already pushing it in terms of length. The level wouldn't be nearly as frustrating if it had ended after the first Bakery Man fight. Instead, it ends up being a slog to play through to full completion on account of the 4 split paths and 2 energy elements. It's unfortunate, considering there's obviously a lot of effort pulled into the visuals here. The redesign of vanilla assets here are all really charming and fun to look at, especially the Donut Escaroo. Although I do question the sudden theme shift from baked goods to suits and business attire in one of the later halves of the level. Maybe there's a connection I'm not understanding here, but it definitely struck me as odd. That nitpick aside, the only other aesthetic-related thing I had a problem with was the spikes. Again, maybe it's just me, but I routinely smacked into them by accident in my first playthrough as I didn't notice them until it was too late. Fucking same. I didn't have this issue on subsequent runs, and this was way after my first time playing the level, so I'm fully willing to admit that this was probably just a me problem at the time. Either way, I left this stage feeling a bit on the disappointed side. Like I said, there's a good level concept in here, but it's marred by overwhelming platforming segments, along with being too lengthy. I'm sure this would turn out great with a bit more polish, though. Don't be fooled by the sweetness.
This level has a cute aesthetic, and that is the only good thing I could say about this level. In fact, I think the aesthetics kinda hindered the level design quite a bit, with so many animated elements that they can be very distracting, while also sacrificing immediate readability because of the elements no longer look like their original counterparts. The falling and rising concrete man platforms are the biggest offenders in this regard. The spikes also look a lot more like the stage decorations than something dangerous.
Agreed.
Of all the elements, spikes are the last thing you want to redesign, or to design the appearance to be more soft looking. Hey, these spikes look soft. Pew, pew. There are also multiple split paths, each containing its own set of enemies and gimmicks to deal with. It really made the stage feel unfocused, with not much breathing room for the players to adapt to the constantly changing environment. Another big flaw of the stage is everything is very unforgiving. Most sections are filled with instant death via pits, spikes, or platforms crushing you. To make matters worse, there is a very timing precise jump you have to do each time to respawn in one part, making each reattempt feel tedious. Finally, that spike trap? You know what I'm talking about. Hidden away with minimal warning. At the end of the tough section? No, I don't care that there's a hint at the bottom, which, mind you, I didn't even notice during my playthrough. I used Ice Wall to find my way instead.
Oh, there was a hint? Because I'm pretty sure they're talking about the suit bat bullshit at the end there. I didn't know this shit. Anyways.
The problem is that there was no indication beforehand that you completely hide away anything in the coats, since up to this point there was always at least some part of the obstructed item poking out, and the trap was put literally just before the boss corridor after a really mean section that required a few near perfect timing jumps.
It was that. Jeez.
Is just incredibly bad design. There's no sugarcoating this one. Sugarcoating. And then the bosses are just powered up versions of their original engine counterparts with extra attacks and arenas that actively hinder you. They all do brutal damage, so it's a perfect gatekeeper for any exhausted players who have made it this far after playing through those atrocious sections. It is an extremely unfun stage.
Honestly, Omega, the stage should have just ended after Bakery Man. Just that. The stage was over by then. It should not have had the second half, period.
It's called Bakery Man, not Bakery Man and a whole bunch of
Recipe
bullshit
for Bakery Man!
Recipe for Bakery Man! In a 20x9 grid, assemble 75 screens, 2.5 levels, into a comfortable alternating pattern of linear divided paths, with checkpoints at regular intervals. Decorate with fun, colorful graphics and helpful signage. Blend spikes into a background so they are hard to notice. Optionally, outline solid objects with a border that interferes with the player's ability to judge distances when jumping. Let your creativity run wild and redesign with many div kit assets as possible to fit the theme. Toasters, cake frosting, rolling pins, croissants, secret cupcakes, and a donut snail are especially delightful. If your confection begins to look like a power plant or laundromat, it's time to stop. Roll out a focus challenge art for each area. Shape the learning curve to appear inviting to newcomers, and then smear it around with new concepts and combinations that demand immediate adaptation. Some options included a confusingly rapid succession of cakes and pies, a cumbersome chocolate fountain that looks like some background decoration, and being unexpectedly impaled on a suit jacket. Like a light sprinkling of precise challenges is optimal, but feel free to take a dump in an entire container if you're only making it this for yourself. Note that large amounts of instant death should be offset by Rush Bike and Rush Jet, otherwise a skip teleporter may form. To finish, add peppy music. One main tune is fine, but changing it to a second tune after a fake ending would add more flavor. Garnish with charmingly quirky humor, serve immediately without getting other people to taste it. First, tasters always complain about excessive load times, unsafe screen transitions, inconsistently labeled bottomless pits, boss projectiles that don't disappear with the boss, and pie that disappears if you leave the screen and come back. Makes 2 servings, but you probably only want 1.
After my first playthrough getting the element on the upper path. For a while on my comment document, the notes for this stage, the note that gets expanded to full comments, were simply 3 choice words. Blank this level. Replace the word blank with whatever comes to mind after playing this level. I'm sure you'll find it. Even the positives here are outweighed by negatives attached to what I actually did like here. The theme is cute. All the reteamed enemies are cute. This level should be really adorable and the aesthetic should be a hit. But at a certain point everything blends in together and I find I can't tell what is and isn't a spike. The difference between enemy and gimmick variant is way too subtle to tell apart as you are being pelted by K or whatever the fudge that final upper pad is throwing at you. Spikes are really hard to see. The background has detailing that tricks the eyes into what is and isn't solid ground, and the flashing neon graphics designed to paper over what a visual message is to navigate just blend in and become hard to notice. Also, did I mention spikes? Spikes should really stick out more, not to go round the wrecking. I like how this stage looks, and even that part has severe problems. I had more or less given up on this stage getting a good score as I lost a lot of goodwill by the end of the approach to Bakery Man himself. I figured, no, okay, it just has one absurdly hard couple of rooms that are too tight and pixel perfect for its own good. I think the rest of the level held up okay, even if it did have a tad difficult. Bakery Man was an okay rehash of Pharaoh Man. And then the level continued. And it's all the same. Yes, the gimmicks are different, but at this score, the stage is all the same, every path. Jumps are tight, combined with hitbox dissonance and visual clutter. Enemies constantly pelting you from off screen as you try to navigate around moving solid platform that inexplicably crush you despite very much not looking so. Checkpoints that are so instant death heavy that the short link between them takes a lot longer to navigate back to the instant death hazard you died at. Enemies that are normally used sparingly due to damage output end up splattered about the place. Not that the health bar is ever relevant in this level given the sheer one-hit death nature of it all. This applies to every path. I normally replay these stages a fair bit, make sure I catch everything I need to say. I could give this entire comment the Yggdrasil treatment if I really wanted to, but let's be honest here. Its issues keep cropping up repeatedly, just in new and subtle ways. Yeah, I ain't replaying this again. Both elements once were enough. Again, this level started so charming, it had such good theming, and then it bonkers it up by being too reliant on except that and being way too fucking long. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah?
This is gonna be the dumbest thing that is so appropriate. This was made by 2 dudes. Too many chefs spoiled the soup.
Aha! Yeah, I can go with that. Anyways, I have a burp to go put to sleep, so I will be right back.
Okay. Like, I get the feeling that both halves of the level were, like, made by 2 different people. And that's why it's so long. Because they both had to get in their own layouts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can see why this stage took 2 dudes to make it. One to think of something not good, and one to not think of something good. Time to take the plunge. Which shit have you posted now?
On what?
God damn it! What do you think?
I didn't post anything today.
Let's see here. Oh,
Yeah, I haven't posted
those are from
anything.
last night. Oh,
Yep. Nothing.
oh you're slacking, boy.
No, I know. I just haven't coming around to do anything right now. I'm trying to fix everything and I'm adapting to another browser right now.
Hey, look, Wumpa fruit.
You sent me something. I'll check it out in a bit.
I be back.
I'm back.
Well, hopefully the next level won't be as horrible, which is right here. Megaman Dev by Prince Myriad. A score of 43.80.
I don't
One
have
element,
high
5
hopes.
tokens. Oh boy.
I don't have high hopes.
Especially with this music.
What music is it?
Mega Man 8
Oh,
Stage 1.
It's Mega Man 8.
Oh no.
Jump, slide.
There
Jump,
are no
jump,
skip
jump, jump,
teleporters,
jump,
so
jump,
maybe
fly,
this
fly,
won't
fly.
be too bad, question mark?
Oh hey, it's those unused drill enemies from, I think it was Mega Man 4?
I think so.
That is loud. Why is that so loud?
Oh no.
It's like pew 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 pew. I have questions.
A full bomb and already knew what hit him. Mew.
Oh my god, it's we're gonna catch Mew? I knew it. The truck is here.
It was Biscuit Duo Ends Man all along. I knew it.
I so desperately want there to be a Biscuit Dough Hands Man level in this. And right said south, damn it.
Okay, I ate this. Okay, maybe that wasn't so bad after all. Oh, on these time stopper schematic words. Oh well, I suppose Kazakh wouldn't mind a small visit.
Wait, this isn't even a chiptune. This is just the actual song.
Yeah, not all songs in this are chiptunes. Some of them are just
so out of
the songs
oh my
itself.
God, it's that thing from 4. Game Boy. It feels so out of place, though. Hey, you can ride those. Cool.
It's like it's there's an MSU1 pack or some shit.
Yeah, you'd know all about MSU packs.
I'll be hating.
Let's play Super Mario RPG again. But this time with MSU pack that turns it all into Cheetah Men soundtrack.
Oh.
That was weird.
Oh, one that replaces all the music with the Doom soundtrack. Like you're fighting a boss, and suddenly BFG Division starts playing.
Oh god.
Oh, you wanted me to post some God damn it, I have filled that void for you. There you go.
No.
Motorbowling.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, no. No thanks. I refuse.
You don't want it?
Fuck your Yoku spikes. Not what I meant to target.
Alright, time to jump to the next block. Why is it this way gets there? Let's see. Manamoy Regional Middle School, home of the Sharks. Shark Day.
Okay. Right.
Hell.
Okay.
It would work better if there wasn't a place called Hell, Michigan. Or Hell in Michigan.
Take him to Detroit.
Voters, remember to always pull your... Oh my fucking god.
God damn it.
Are you fucking with me, Opie? When you're over 30 and you turn your neck too fast, I hurt myself today. I feel seen.
You and me both. I'm in that category too.
And I don't need to go back there. Oh my God, why?
He sold Diddy for a Switch. What?
Oh, what the fish and chips?
Oh, I think we found the reason why it has a low score. Is that the key notification from Link's Awakening?
Yeah, it's just one of the items you can buy, which essentially helps you find secrets easier. Which, considering some of these goddamn secrets, is kinda useful. Right, technology, you can't beat it. If only I... Also, can't is written wrong. If only I could get his black hole to activate, but now Dev has everything he needs.
Ooh, invisible ladder.
Yeah, like that. It would have been useful to find those. No.
Okay, it's just 2 blocks. You'll be fine. See? And you got a checkpoint. It's there to worry about.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you ought to be careful with Spark Chaser.
Yeah.
Thunder Beam is also dangerous.
Freaking versus this. Like, oh, fine.
Excuse me?
Okay, I have to go down?
Game?
I guess so, unless I have to slide. I didn't try sliding.
Oh, it is.
What?
That's
why.
Oh my
What
god.
the fuck? God, that ladder.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, we're not playing that minigame.
Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
You shouldn't have reached there. Bullshit.
Called ball honky.
You want that extra life?
Yeah! Ooh. Nice.
Nice slide.
Nice slide, bruh.
Yeah.
Why
The recovery, 100% completion. We've got Blizzard Man, Bomb Man, Dark Man, Saturn, and Dust Man.
Boy,
What is
really
this gonna
using
be
Bomb
like?
Man in this. Who the hell are you?
I guess this is Dev Man or Dev.
Oh, he's probably got all the...
He's not very mobile.
I'm just here.
Okay. God,
Shut
love
up,
that
Gordon.
stupid noise.
No
That
one
was an
invited
okay
you.
level overall. It was a bit on the long side, but it was fine. Let's see what people have to say.
Well-
Yoku spikes.
Well, this is certainly has an unorthodox crowd. The majority of these enemies are distinct from the usual suspects, being primarily Drillons and Electits, and with the odd Bolton and Newton, Bolton Nutton, being the only regular face. Unfortunately, the only real praise I can give is for the unique unique enemies, well, that and the level is rarely outright unfair, even with some less than safe introductions like the Count Bomb Room.
Yeah, that was kind of a thing.
This has a fine set of building blocks, but the execution feels uninspired. The only real interesting moments are a few drill-ins or the Count Bomb Room, and the only frustrating moment was the introduction of invisible blocks. I thought the level was broken when I ran into those. Can't say I was impressed when the realization hit. Otherwise, everything's just there. The level doesn't do much of anything, even though it has a fair number of gimmicks, and the weirdly relaxing atmosphere only manages to feel boring. And some of the graphics are obvious placeholders that doesn't exactly help that issue. Up to particular notes, there are the bosses. There are 4 fights here, and all of them are pushovers. Skullwalker's attacks are a complete non-threat when he's isolated on the island. The move hover deflects the med cannon's shots, meaning it can't hurt you. And Dev, for all his build-up, just stands there and shoots you. Most of the attacks are dodged by just jumping and shooting next to the boss door, so he can barely hurt you. Frankly, it's a big letdown. And while it wasn't terrible to play, I can't say I enjoyed it in the end.
It experiences neither highs nor lows.
Yeah. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I first saw the name of this level, but the end result was more than a little messy, to be put in mildly. The level design here is very odd, and not in a good, quirky kind of way. There's several questionable things in this stage, most of which stem from their room layouts. A good chunk of them pose almost no threat at all, such as the room with a single presson that you don't even need to fight to progress. Ah, okay. Immediately after that room, however, you're put into a think fast situation where you're suddenly standing on top of count bombs. Yeah, that one. This is also the first and only time the count bombs show up in this stage for that matter. While the level's other gimmicks do get used more than once, they're used only in the most basics of ways. The Euclid blocks are a slight exception to this, since they show up as a brief tell for the invisible maze section. Oh, so I could have kept moving. Well, shit. Now you tell me. That could have been interesting if there was more to it, and if it had a better introduction. Although I did figure out pretty quickly that you need to slide to get into that screen. It's still a case of bad conveyance. Yeah, if you had put like a wall with just a 1 tile gap, then it would have been obvious. Lastly, we have the matter of the end boss. For as much as he's built up through these text boxes, it's not really all that threatening. Standing on the far left of the room more or less ensures you never be hit by his junk block attacks. And you'll have more than enough time to react to his other projectiles. His Shield of Saturn ring actually makes them even easier, seeing as they can drop items. Really? Like large health pickups and extra lives. I can't help but wonder whether or not he was supposed to move at all, since that might have actually made him at least a little bit more challenging. Either way, he's a pretty big anticlimax for a stage that unfortunately doesn't have much to it. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
Well, right off the bat, I can't say I really agree with the aesthetic choice here. Bright blue background on bright blue tile set can be quite a bit jarring to look at. It also makes it hard to distinguish the actual geometry. Then we have these obviously placeholder textures for the top solids. Is the joke supposed to be that this stage takes place in a blueprint, hence dev, as in development? There are also some mismatched collision placements in the room with the first skull miniboss, which makes the stage seem amateurish, in terms of polish for sure. The stage itself doesn't have much going on in it, especially a not-so-mini gauntlet of mini-bosses you find in the dev kit. Sprinkle in some intermission gimmick platforms of the day in between and boom, you have a mediocre stage. Kinda annoying that you have to fight the skull mini-boss each time after respawning from the checkpoint.
Huh.
There is a maze of invisible blocks. Oh gosh. It does occasionally reveal the block placements in a form of Yoku blocks, but still, I can't imagine such a concept would ever be remotely fun in any situation. Floor to the secret token that is invisible is a weird choice. It actually got me killed the first playthrough because Rush Jet collided with the invisible block that I couldn't quite see. The boss? Development Man, I guess? If we go by the stage name, he's just standing there. Menacingly!
Menacing!
His movement module seems to be in development skill.
Menacingly!
If it worth one to guess. He is literally throwing random bullshit at you. It is pretty silly. That's a maniac freak! He's going to attack!
Maybe that was the joke. Maybe that boss was meant to be shit on purpose, but still, it was really easy.
Excuse me. I'm on board with the premise of Wily assembling the components for a super mashup robot. Unfortunately, this level squanders that premise. Let's talk storytelling. The text boxes paint a confusing picture of the narrative, and it wasn't until fighting the boss that I had any idea what was going on. Did Wily go back in time? It would have helped to explain exactly what preservation technology does, to find devs somewhere and move all of the text boxes out of missable secret rooms. Moreover, the aesthetics and gameplay should sync up with the story, although the music is a good fit, but we need better looping. Sorry. The graphics, especially the flagrant placeholder ones, don't really feel connected at all. A mashup of hazards from Bomb Man, Dust Man, Saturn, etc. would have made more sense than a seemingly random and unfocused assortment of death traps. I'll give you credit for the drilling sections and the one area where move hovers are used to cross a large gap. Those are effective. I really like the concept of the Yoku maze. Power-ups are doled out at a decent pace, and most challenges are innocuous.
Innocuous, but anyways.
Innocuous. Yeah, sorry, I can't pronounce words. Enough that I can live with the skewered checkpoint placement. There are good points, but there are so many more problems. Inconsistent labeling of pits and transitions, inexplicably invisible collision objects, inadequate challenge introductions, count bombs, dies in panic, unsafe screen transitions, duplicate checkpoint objects, flat or reverse difficulty curves, ladder jumping keeps getting easier, the unnecessary key door that just moves that screen's entrance to where the key is located, questionable boss programming, Saturn rings don't do damage.
Wait,
I'm only
really?
scratching the surfaces.
Oh, jeez.
More than anything, though, I'm scratching my head. This level leaves me highly confused. The story, the aesthetics, and gameplay all seem to be going in different directions, and I'm unsure whether any of those elements have a destination in mind.
So the Saturn rings don't even damage you. Interesting. I think it's obvious that there was effort put into this.
I said, what's even the point?
Oh, I think it started raining. Anyways, I think it's obvious that there was effort to put into this level, but even in the initial playthrough, it is obvious this level was not tested. It looks to me like you decided the level thinking objects did something different to what you expected. The Magmammal community is very open, and most people participating in a competition would have been willing to have you look through your level and give advice. Hopefully you will participate in the future, as the ideas of the levels do show promise. The level has an overabundance of gimmicks, almost all of which are introduced in a dangerous setting, usually with fatal consequence if the player does not recognize them quickly. There is normally never a follow-up to the gimmicks, and on occasion, they behave inconsistently. For example, the Yuka blocks act like an entirely different gimmick in the maze room. Mega Man levels use a few gimmicks and try to use them in original ways once introduced. There were a couple of places in the level where the objects placed did not work as intended. Did you know that Napalm Fire can be removed with weapons? Huh. That must be why it was affected by Spark Chaser, but anyways. Dustman blocks can also be destroyed. where these appear, you can fall through the floor to a previous room. I'm also not sure if the mini-bosses worked as intended, as they were completely non-threatening due to their placement. The second Duck Kumo seemed to be stuck in the middle of the room because of a broken collision. The level looked fairly nice, and I really enjoy how atmospheric it was, but the level overall was hindered by most of the background and foreground being the same shade of blue. Certain enemies also blended in the background almost perfectly, such as the Nutten and Bolton. These particular enemies often unexpectedly hit the player out of nowhere due to positioning and crowded room layout. I like the idea behind the boss, but much like the mini-bosses throughout the level, it does not move, so it hardly ever threatens the player. Realistically, only 2 of the attacks had any chance of hurting you, and one of those is because it blended into the black background. Your boss was certainly better than nothing, but you should plan to add movement to future Robot Masters. And this stage was a bit weird, like... there's interesting stuff, but...
Interesting stuff used in uninteresting ways.
That's the problem, yep. Hey, Turbo Man. Oh, Mia.
Oh, Turbo Man!
First, I get to see the person I'm actually rooting for. Feels like I've only been seeing that idiot Presto running around these gauntlets and showing up. A ridiculous attitude annoys me to no end. No respect for the sport. I wish I could just ram straight into him. Good luck out there, because you're the only one who actually has respect. Okay, this is the next level. Min Candy Matrix by Sir Singh. Apparently creativity and aesthetic scores are pretty low.
Yeah, it says Sir Sins.
Sins. Yeah, okay. Anyways, a score of 44 on the dot and only an element. Let's do it.
Sir Sans.
No,
Okay.
it's Sir Sins. We found Opie's account for this.
What do you mean?
Oh. I only have Magnetic Shockwave and the Buster.
Me sin? No.
You sin? Yes.
Yes!
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 Yeah, Jesus, that was a bad day. And I had no utility to even save myself, so. Fuck.
This music sounds familiar.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I
to
forget
remember.
which stage it is, but isn't it Tornado Man somehow?
No.
No.
I think it's from Mega Man 9 though.
Oh, I think it's Chillman from 10.
Yes.
Well, I knew it was one of the newer ones.
Yep. That's chill, man. Absolute chill.
Oh, to chill with your bones. Would you care for a bowl of chili?
You're right, I don't have the
It's
freaking
fresh.
trident. Do 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 do. Oh, bad loop.
Jump! Oh.
Dude!
Surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay, one more checkpoint.
This stage seems very basic.
Let's get rid of the bat. Ah, Jesus Christ. A reminder, I have no utilities to save myself, so...
That is an awkward screen transition.
God damn it.
God damn.
Slide. Pretty sure that wasn't disabled. Why make a screen transition like that? Have they learned nothing from Super Mario Bros. Special and how that's a bad idea?
Boy, apparently they haven't.
Does this level have any scrolling?
So far, no. It's all been one screen rooms, essentially.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Because of those stupid spikes, I'm too afraid to go quickly there. It's kind of a thing.
It's like custom made to make you hesitate.
And it's working. God damn it! Maybe I should just wait for the fucking green platform to get out, but god damn. No matter where I go, instant death spam.
Apparently somebody looked at Mega Man X8 and thought that was, they had to copy that.
Yeah, I don't care about my face here.
Oh, god damn.
I just can't win, apparently.
It's not one thing, it's another.
That's unfortunately how it works, yeah.
You don't win. You just do a little better each time.
It's not like weapons are gonna help, because I only have magnetic shockwave.
What is that from, anyways?
Apparently, the reference is apparently from, I think Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where if you beat the game with Mega Man, it says that he gets magnetic shockwave from whatever the final boss is from that game. Yeah, that's literally it. That's where it comes from.
I don't see how, considering Mega Man wasn't playable in that game. It was only 0.
Maybe it wasn't 3, but I know it was one of the Marvel vs. Capcom anyways. Oh, hey, gotcha.
Ooh. I'm guessing it was 2. Goodness.
Okay, it's from the first one, apparently. Oh god, we're at the end. Well, yeah, fuck, why are you here?
Oh, of course.
And hey, just like in Mega Man 2, you don't have enough weapon energy to actually kill the boss with it.
Oh, it's not even his fucking weakness.
Why even give you the damn weapon in the first place?
God, there wasn't even a mini-boss where normally you use that against the mini-bosses to kill them easier.
So mad.
Yeah, he's looking a little fat there.
Blush.
As a touch note that says, keep it up, you're doing us Boulder guys proud.
Ooh.
Okay, well, apparently creativity and aesthetic is pretty low for everyone, so let's see.
This level has nothing to do with mints or candy, though I suppose it is minty green. As a whole, this level is all right. At least when it comes to gimmick execution, it covers the basics that you want to hit. Introducing sheep blocks and concrete platforms and steadily ramping them up to become more difficult. It's short and efficient, which isn't the worst thing to be. The setups even manage to feel creative, certainly. I haven't seen any of them combined in the same ways this place does. Unfortunately, the enemy design is kind of a mess. I remember a large variety, all of which are used once or twice with little fanfare. Big Snake, he has some fanfare, at least. Though the first encounter being with the more complicated one is a bit backwards. Our Sniper Joe is also an exception, but he's really easy to take out from afar, even with basically every weapon disabled. About Mag Shock, which makes me wonder why this bothered disabling things, and the final spike stealing is easily ignored. Combined with the tiles that don't animate and music that doesn't loop properly. And for the rest of the level is on the mediocre end. Respectable gimmick design, but this needs to work on the rest. Also, maybe being a little longer wouldn't hurt.
Well, first off, why is every weapon locked out except for magnetic shockwave? I personally can't find any good reason for this, since there's nothing in this level that seems to warrant it. Aside from that, this was an incredibly short stage with very little going on. The only notable things include a think fast moment with a concrete man platform, which will dump you into some spikes if you don't react quick enough, and the final section of the level, which has some tightly timed platforming involving those sheepman blocks. The idea of making you jump into the next screen transition once the block disappears is certainly different, but it's not exactly practical or much fun either. Really, that's all there is to this stage. It definitely could have benefited from being a lot longer and having more involved challenges, that much is certain. Will you take the blue mint or the red mint?
What if I told you? It's a decent little level, even though it has some somewhat unpolished feeling. as evidenced by the Sheepman tile set not animating, music not looping properly, one of the checkpoint respawns putting the player in a mid-air, etc. I do like how the stage utilizes the Sheepman block gimmick in various ways, definitely the strong point of the level. Also neat when it starts interacting up with the up and down platforms, though it doesn't get a bit repetitive towards the end.
It does get repetitive.
Where you just
Anyways.
wait for the wall to disappear and jump at the right moment at the next near identical obstacle. Quickman is a fine way to sum up this quick little stage.
I guess so.
I can kind of see how certain the foreground tiles might be casually described as mid-candy. Sheepman graphics, if they were animated, could be reminiscent of the film The Matrix. The tile partially makes sense, the gameplay does not. Disappearing blocks and rising and falling platforms are essential gimmicks. The combination is different enough, but not terribly interesting or effective. All of the most overused enemies in the franchise make a cameo, serving up stale challenges that merely look unique because there's a gimmick nearby, which has no bearing on the combat, unless the player makes truly poor survival decisions. Other assets, including Quickman and Astray Spring, scroll up just long enough to make me wonder why they're there. The difficulty stems mainly from the dying suddenly after entering a new screen, due to either having no time to react to an immediate hazard, mistaking a pit for a screen transition, or entering at a perfectly valid angle that leads directly into a wall or pit. Inexplicably, every special weapon is absent except Magnetic Shockwave, which, for all the good it does outside the mini-boss fights, might as well have been disabled too. Despite lacking a bit of finesse in the implementation, appropriate checkpoints, and sufficiently frequent power-ups keep this length conscious, oddly scrolling adverse mod level moving. The music is offensive.
Okay, finally, someone mentioned it. Why are all of these one-screen thing? Why are you not scrolling anyways?
The music is inoffensive, though improperly looped and seemingly out of place. Nicely patterned backgrounds add some personality to the aesthetics. I like racing across and alternating rising and falling platforms to grab a perilous power-up. That's the kind of meaningful complexity this level needs. Getting the jump timing right on a series of disappearing wall floor combos is decently satisfying. Fighting a Joe with spikes overhead would have been great if the spikes actually posed a threat. The final stretch is not without its hiccups, but it starts to tell a story that I wish the rest of the level were a part of.
Another example of adding Sniper Joes to a stage and making it significantly worse. When will people learn? I know that there are only 3 of them, but they are so horrendously out of place it brings the whole level down. They completely break any flow that the player gets into, waste the player's time, and aren't remotely challenging. The cheeky one on top of the checkpoint is not appreciated either. Aside from that, the stage varies wildly in quality, with some very interesting challenges, but some very frustrating dots. The stage comes alive whenever the Sheepman blocks are utilized, with every instance being a new challenge. This works especially well during the final stretch where combined with the Concrete Man platforms, which offers a novel timing challenge that doesn't outstay its welcome. On the other hand, the enemies in the level were almost entirely irrelevant, and often distracted from the stage. The one major exception is the first Big Snakey, which is a neat, if out of place, take on the mini-boss. This is then let down by the second Big Snakey being worse in just about every way. Quickman was a net negative to the level, especially if you did not have any weapon that were effective. Ditto with the Joes. Graphically, the level ended up being quite dull, as it lacked the animation the original Sheepman stage had, robbing your level of life and any cohesion. I didn't think the music fit particularly well, but I admit I may have a bias there, as I know it is from an ice level, so the score has not suffered there. Yeah, honestly, this level was just kind of meh. It had one gimmick and it abused the shit out of it. That's about all I have to say. Oh, Ice Spring, man. Now this place is my ideal hangout spot. Open, carefree, and full of what I'm made of. It is way better than be used as a giant magnet. Who thought that hiring me to be that was a good idea? 127, so yeah, this is the next one. Froggy Gravity by Late Night Mega. I see a bunch of 1 for fun, and that's never a good sign.
No, it's not.
44.20 overall. 1 element, 5 token. We have a skip teleporter.
Oh boy. And we got some Toadman.
Toadman has escaped and is building an army of nightmare frogs. You got to stop him. Don't bother me. I can intercept any transmission you get from Dr. Light. You never get past my nightmare illusions. Oh. Oh boy. This is what we're doing, huh?
Hopefully I don't lose power because I got a storm going on over here.
Same. Well, it's not necessarily a storm, but it is rain that I'm having, so...
Yeah, there's a storm over here.
Okay, there's another token coming up.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't trust this shit.
Oh, shit. Hmm? Ah, man. What? Yeah. Apparently there's a lot of rain, number one, and some rainwater is coming in here.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez,
Okay, well, at least no weapons are locked.
Yep, excuse me for a second.
Okay. You have the count bomb. What is this? Bullshit. Okay. Okay, at least I did reach a checkpoint. No, my face! And little footsies. Oh god. I didn't even notice that was a bomb. Fuck it! Damage boost that shit. Oh. Yeah. Good job overcoming Toadman's green screen effect. All you have to do is be and we're getting advice from Dr. Light, but don't worry, it'll help you understand the gravity of the situation. Let me guess, we're gonna have gravity, man. So yes. Very yes.
Boo. For green, yeah, Toadman, green screen. Boo.
How do you get this?
What do?
I guess I'll just ignore it. Technically, I don't need it. Good.
Great.
Okay, hopefully that works out. Oh, what did I miss?
Bullshit.
Like that?
Okay. So I didn't miss much. Grab it, man.
No, my face. Fuck off!
Shit. Ah, that sucked.
Stupid fucking thing.
My face. Your face. Whatever.
That's arbitrary as frick. He's back in the B zone. You need a platform, little bro.
Little indeed. Oh. Okay.
God damn.
But using these for gravity transitions is really dumb. And bad. Case in point.
Fucking excuse me. I'll come to another case of I understand why this has a skip now.
Wait, oh my god.
Oh shit.
I just realized something. Those bombs spell out 90210.
Oh! Shut the fuck.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, when you get back there, like, take a good look at the counters on those bombs.
What's the reference with that?
90210,
I'm
yeah.
uncultured.
Beverly Hills. It's Beverly
I
Hills.
see.
Yeah. My god. I'm disgusted by this.
Mm.
I'm also disgusted by this design.
What did he got a low score on? Okay.
I think it was fun, which I can see.
I can see, yeah. Her, 90210.
Ah, jeez!
No!
It would be nice if it wasn't an invisible bomb so you could actually see how much time you have left.
Minus,
But no, it's...
minus 50 points for invisible bombs.
I mean, earlier they were introduced in a safe environment. This is not a safe environment.
Invisible timers. Fuck off.
Fuck these fucking frogs, too. Oh, yeah. There you go. Alright. Awesome.
Fuck
this
this shit.
Fuck this place.
But wait, there's more.
There's more!
Oh wait, there's fuck.
Oh no! They're making that joke too, come on!
The fucking lag.
Wait, what joke?
The numbers that are coming up.
What were the numbers?
You'll see, look. I know, or rather, you. I saw what they were going immediately. Fuck this guy. Oh, fucking hell.
Need to keep patience.
I'm not laughing at your death, this is the stupidest
I know,
joke.
but
At this stage, let him get that far again.
There you go. Look at those numbers.
867-5309.
8675309.
I don't remember. What is that
song.
even? What is that?
It's a song.
Well, that narrows it down.
God damn.
You have even the slightest idea how little that narrows it
God.
down?
Hold on.
F F F F F F F F F.
W W W W B.
It's a song by Tommy.
Oh my god!
Oh, this is such garbage. How are you sending me now?
That's the song.
Ah, jeez.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Do you have to have so many shield attackers in the way?
Low fun. This is a low fun factor level.
Do you have, yeah, I was about to say, laser trident.
The problem is the one that keeps tripping me up is in a very awkward location.
Oh. Spark Chaser?
God, I forgot I need to walk off the bomb. Stupid garbage.
Like, it goes against, like, your platforming instincts. It's so dumb.
At this fucking level.
Calm down, horseman. It's not that bad. It's not the 50 billion screens level.
50 billion.
Right, that long ass 54-minute level.
No jokes.
Yeah,
That really did happen.
that took forever. It felt like he was playing a whole game in one.
Again, I could beat Mega Man 2 faster than I could beat that level.
Allegedly, I missed that one. As a local pervert often says, this is so bad, yo.
This is so bad, yo.
What is this supposed
so
to be? I can't even
bad,
get the
yo.
power-ups.
That's just
And she
mean.
couldn't all of the token hidden behind the green screens. Yes, I did, because thank you,
Shut
Compass.
the fuck up.
Made it to the mainframe of our Nightmare Frog spy network, but it doesn't matter, you won't be able to beat us. Care to take a wild guess?
Oh,
Oh.
there you go. Nice. Oh, fuck. It's just hobbit in place.
Toadman's AI is just really stupid. Fuck this level.
Yeah. Oh, capsule.
I forgot
This
I
better
gotta
be
get
good.
you. Clown man.
Oh, man.
Be careful
Throw
with
that
his
in the
extending
fucking
slinky
garbage.
arms, unless you want to get tied up in the Thunder Carnival.
Thunder Carnival! See you in
Throw
my
that shit in the
dreams.
fucking garbage.
Hey Spark, how did you find fun with this level? Anyways,
Angry.
he's not
Angry.
happy and I can totally get it.
Ugh. I didn't expect to find a level whose concept I fundamentally despise, and yet here we are. The basic idea of this level is taking fairly normal level design and then removing or covering up a bunch of visual information to make it needlessly obtuse. For the most part, this is just bothersome. The green gravity indicators have enough contextual information that you can figure them out, ultimately making the cover-up pointless. And all the green screens really do is cover up enemies and tokens. The latter of which is thwarted by Magmal's map upgrade, which could have been prepared for since Magmal 2 had it. However, the count bombs are another matter entirely. The thing about count bombs is that their core concept is the countdown to explosion. You can see how long you have until 0, giving the player the obvious time frame that they can use to their advantage. This kind of tries to give you that info still, namely by giving you a sequence of bombs with the timers visible, and then expecting you to remember that exact sequence of numbers for all the unmarked bombs. In practice, this is so obtuse that I didn't even find out how it worked until literal years after I first played this. You've got precious little way of knowing if the bomb you just touched will explode in 9 or 0, or anywhere in between unless you have those sequences memorized. Memorized? If it's exploding in 0, you better have a split-second reaction time, because otherwise you're dead. This is especially bad since we're asked to fight on those bombs, which is a lot to ask on top of the memorizing the bomb number beforehand, even if you realize you needed to do that. And keeping tracks of the beeps, especially since the entrance to the star token challenge is right in the middle of a number blank sequence, so it's painfully easy to forget that number set. Informed choices are an important part of fair difficulty, and that comes from consistency and proper telegraphing. The countless bombs have some of the worst telegraphing I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of bad tells. End result, this whole thing ends up smacking a fake difficulty.
Agreed.
As a result, this is not entertaining. When the entire level is filled with fake difficulty, intended or otherwise, as a designer, it's hard for me to enjoy myself. There's an effort put into this, yes, and the boss fight at the end was both cathartic and one of the better double RMs I've seen. Otherwise, I don't want to play this again. I didn't enjoy this, and y'all are lucky to have the upgrades we're providing in the main game.
Well, yeah. Alright, I can understand wanting to make something that's geared more towards the challenging side of things. However, there's a very fine line between something that's challenging but fair, and something that's challenging simply for the sake of it. This level feels like it's firmly planted in the latter category. Things don't start off too bad though. The obscuring green panels are introduced well, and the enemy placement is very manageable, although the shield attacker definitely could have done with a better introduction. Once you get past the first checkpoint, however, things start to go downhill rapidly. Nearly every segment in the level from this point forward is directly over a pit, with the primary focus being jump across count bombs. That in itself wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the enemy placement. A large number of them, especially the Pucapillis and Croakers, are set up to blindside the player. You're almost guaranteed to die anytime you get hit by them as well, given how small most of the platforms are. All of this makes for a very frustrating session of trial and error, which really isn't told by the fact that some of the timer on the count bombs are either obscured or just flat out doesn't exist. I guess it could be argued that not being able to see the timer for these adds tension to the platforming segments, and while I can definitely see it, I don't play Mega Man to be stressed out. Unfortunately, stress and frustration are most of what the invisible timer segments here bring to the table. The double boss fight against Gravity Man and Toad Man at the end doesn't make up for the previous faults in the stage either. At best, it's an annoying fight that takes a while if you're doing it buster only, or you could just breeze through it with Spark Chaser like a sensible person. Overall though, it's still one of the lesser evils this stage has to offer. The frog is coming!
Obstruction gimmicks, huh? That's a risky thing to design your stage around because they can easily lead to some unfair situations. While unique, I feel the stage would have been better off without them. They often don't add into the level design, and when the foreground obstruction is used, could easily replace it with a background indicator for when gravity gets flipped instead. Naturally, you're gonna hide the tokens in some of these foreground walls, right? Could have been way worse, I guess, but yeah. I do notice the tendency of the stage to throw in fast airborne enemies or homing projectiles in your face as you traverse through bottomless pits. Without fail, you can bet that you're going to get knocked off. At least once by each of the pests placed around. That one token room pretty much requires you to use Magnet Beam. Even said so in the text box, so why the extra hassle of trying to make it seem traversable without it? It just seems like the room was never completely fleshed out. So the decided solution is forced weapon usage, not the most elegant solution. Interesting Gravity Toadman duo boss, I guess? Actually, the battle typically goes like, focus on Toadman first, and then deal with Gravity Man when he's alone. So in reality, it's more of an extended Gravity Man fight. Also, one extra tile of Toadman's chamber gets cut off after winning the battle.
Well, I think that's just so you can get the element without an utility, but sure. Anyways.
There are signs everywhere that this level is trying to be good, but I'm not going to pretend like I didn't give it a fun score of 5. The graphics and architecture make for an inoffensive visual experience, and it's generally clear which way to go and what's a bottomless pit. The music fits the premise, if not the overall feel of each section. On the technical level, everything is in good order except for some problematic screen transitions, and a health bar that sometimes flickers, presumably due to a screen being in the same depth. The challenge progression feels deliberate, yet it seldom takes into account what the player has actually learned at any given point. The random key door and conveyor didn't help. I would have preferred a question mark denoting the mystery count bombs. The lack of any text looks like a glitch at first. The entire level is too brutal in a buster-only run and too easily dismantled by special weapons. Rush Jet bypasses the entire first half. There's a certain measure of second satisfaction from blasting through the gravity section on Rush Bike, but that's mostly because I don't have to worry about every single enemy knocking me into a pit before I have a chance to react. Toadman and Gravity Man working together is a novel concept, and it makes for a satisfyingly coordinated boss fight. And miss the electric assortment of enemies. Yeah, that's a misspell.
Eclectic.
Eclectic. Is that a word?
Yes.
Yes.
I get. Okay. Sorry. Assortment of enemies is a focused, coherent theme of concealment and surprise. The level is a little on the long side, but that's offset by regular checkpoints and power-ups. Cute dialogue and subtle referential humor with the count bomb numbers, and added some much-needed levity.
Okay, someone actually knew the references.
Levity.
Because I didn't, but you guys did.
I get the sense that I wasn't playing the right way to make this more enjoyable, which, speaking from experience, indicates the need for a more diverse playtesting group.
Alright, well, I want to know what Ace Park found fun about this. Interesting stage, mostly. It's all a level which felt much nicer on a second go than its initial and somewhat frustrating blind run. The concept of a stage whose main gimmick is to hide crucial information is so easy to screw up. I don't think that happened here. I don't know about that. There are enough context clues for the player to understand what is expected of them, mostly. The first half is the better design segment, and you play with the ID just enough here to maintain interest. I wasn't a fan of the second half, mostly, and that comes down almost entirely to the use of the strikeman enemies that make a pitch-in, but the knowledge that they die to a charge shot followed by a second lemon or magnetic shockwave smooths out the experience. That just leaves the awkward timing challenge of the gravity flipping. It takes a very long time to get used to them. and the more awkward ones can be irritating when they're several screens away from the checkpoint. Graphically, it's okay. Mostly. The outdoor looks fine, if dull, but more attention to detail on the thin green tiles really needed. It causes the stage to look unfinished. I know it wasn't in the dev kit, but it was a really easy thing to solve with a mere few new tiles. The indoor missing drop shadows makes the second left look especially rough, but I do appreciate that dev pits were indicated. One real highlight is the boss, again, mostly. I appreciate attempts to make a stock Robot Masters fight interesting, and it is one of the few times where a combined Robot Master fight doesn't devolve into utter nonsense. By thoughtfully having to focus on keeping Toadman at bay, it results in a clever boss fight that actually turns one of the worst Robot Master fights into a legitimate threat. It's a shame that you are then left having to deal with Gravity Man, seeing how he's super easy. It results in a bit of an anticlimax. Had both bosses died together, this would have been an ideal finish. So as I said, interesting stage. I think this will end up frustrating quite a few, but I ultimately came away with a positive experience. You're the only one, unfortunately. I did not enjoy this stage.
Here's my
God.
review. Fuck you, late night Mega. The only thing your level's good at is go away.
This was kind of an ordeal. That Mars? I don't see any line mine or bazooka or grenade launcher at all. They call this a toy shop?
Very weird definition of poise.
I'll stop by gift shop on the bull ring when I'm on my way home from work. Smart to have a bunch of little trinkets and gizmos you can give out at any time. Especially when your job's all about teamwork. Surprise birthday? Gift. Getting married? Gift. Hospitality after an injury? Gift. Old Toby was reeled down after his divorce, poor man. Nothing a box of novelty screwdriver couldn't fix though. Okay, probably the last level I'm doing tonight. Water level? Ice level? By floating clouds. The score 44.40. I see the functionality scores being pretty low.
Oh,
That's
no.
a bad sign.
Look at those
1 element,
tokens.
5 tokens.
Oh.
And we have a skip teleporter.
Oh. There's a switch. What's up with the switches, though? You see that?
They really don't want you to go that way.
What the
There's a
fuck
token
is this?
though, is the thing.
Oh, what? What the hell, man?
Huh. What do? Because I saw that token over there. Maybe there's gonna be a secret pad later on, else I'll just take the skip teleporter.
Are those actual switches or what? Are they just decoration?
Terrible.
What?
There's even a path in there.
Does jumping on them do anything?
Oh. There's a token down there. Huh?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
What the fuck?
What the?
Dude, what is this? What is this? Oh my god.
You think there's enough garbage?
I can see why functionality was given a 1.
Dude, what the fuck is this? There's a skip teleporter.
How do these work?
Well, first you have to consider magnets.
I don't get it.
I don't got it either.
Oh, good. Go, bike, go!
What
I
the
seriously
hell?
don't get it. There has to be something.
It makes a sound when you bump your head into those switches.
Oh goody.
There's some Z fighting there or whatever.
It was more of a shit post than a freaking level.
Why is this... Why is these solid?
Don't know.
Very strange.
I also noticed that, like, the top of the water does not actually align with where the water stops.
Right, look at that.
Yeah, you're not actually in water there. What the hell?
So weird.
Again, I can see why functionality was rated a 1.
I wonder.
I'm not sure what this level is even trying to be. Oh, okay. I don't think you can go that way. Never mind. That's just silly. Oh my god, look at the map.
The map is just a mess.
This is... Jesus Christ, what the hell? Like, go home, game, you're drunk.
Oh shit. Got to go down, I guess, yeah.
Why do you put Anabira in here?
That's the
Because
oh,
fuck you!
yes, please fuck off.
Uh.
There we go, we have the Magnum.
Wait, is that
Just
a wall?
read that.
What?
The fuck?
Oh, what the
Are
fuck?
you shitting me?
Nice try, but there's nothing here.
Oh, fuck off!
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this really is a shitpost.
Well, that might actually be a switch, I think.
Why is this not in goddammit Opie?
Oh, this level.
Wait, this is number
Yes.
4. The fuck?
Oh no, it's ice.
Oh. Oh, you froze the water!
Yeah, and I can't go back.
Although you can unfreeze it.
Yeah, but
Also, failed to shoot penguins. I see. You can unfreeze unfreeze the water with the switches. Very weird.
So strange.
Like that would be a cool gimmick and a competently made level.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Do we even want to know anymore?
This is so...
Okay, I probably need to...
The head, it no break. Also, what the hell is this?
There we go.
Oh.
Oh, there's a lot of...
Oh. Ooh.
The game is fucking lagging.
Because there's so much shit on screen.
Wow, just like on a real NES.
Oh,
Good.
Are you serious?
Excuse me?
Fucking beautiful.
Functionality 1. Oh, it just stops them there. Okay.
Works too, I guess.
Again, this would be a really neat gimmick if the level weren't made by like a 10-year-old.
Ah, God.
I like how they use these in an attempt to make aquatic life, except they fucking fly, so illusion ruined.
Ah, so I guess that's how you're supposed to go get that thing at the start.
Aye, right.
Oh,
Also flickering.
Oh.
Yep, and now you can just walk your way across.
Say,
God, every time that happens, I fully expect you to just fall through the ice and die.
Okay.
Ew.
Ah!
Wait, what?
What? Excuse me? What? Did Eddie just unleash a fucking bus at you?
Oh my god. Okay, I won't say level redeemed, because goddamn, this is still kind of shit, but that was actually pretty funny.
He dropped Drunkoon on your ass.
How did that fit inside of him?
Beep, beep.
The same way the drill fit in Gutsman's asteroid.
That's fucking great.
Like, I know Eddie is, like, useless 95% of the time, but this is going above and beyond.
He is not.
Is
Oh,
this,
goody,
is this
Anna
for, like, the
again.
10 minutes is this Is this like punishment or something for like the 5 minutes I spent trying to get Eddie to give me an E-Tank in 3 Game Boy?
King on a beer run.
Oh.
It's like, here's an item, Mega Man. Honk honk!
Not gonna lie, that was actually the best part of this day.
That was the best thing I've seen today.
Oh, that's why the water acts the way it does. So that
goes
the
to a
top can be
checkpoint from-
frozen. Okay.
I'll give it points on that. But still,
no-
damn.
I can only guess it's like an engine limitation.
Could be. Ah,
Oh shit.
MU Zeb.
Zeb! Ooh, these dweebs
Oh.
trying to kill me. Okay,
Okay, cool.
just random loophole. Yeah. Alright.
This seems like a trap.
No, oh. Oh, I see.
It only freezes the surface.
Probably need to have these closed
Do you
off.
really need that tank?
No, I don't. That's not why I'm doing that.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't notice it turns off the magnets too.
Huh.
I don't know what these enemies are, but they're kind of a thing. Okay, yeah, I won't have a choice but to reactivate them here.
Oh, God. No, not the stairs.
Yeah, get in there. Okay.
You're still laughing about the truck, aren't you?
No.
Okay, we need fan art, like actual hand-drawn fan art of like Eddie unleashing the truck out against Mega Man.
Okay,
Or the me
I get
IRL
it.
Mega Man. With like this horrified look on his face.
Nothing over there. Too much into that.
I gotta make a mental note just to highlight that that moment.
Oh God, I swear to God, if I have to have this...
That's definitely going on the clip show.
You son of a bitch. How did I fucking know?
Unless there's this. Oh,
Oh, it's a trap.
oh, that's a long way. Oh, oh,
Oh, you
Oh, I
son
see.
of a bitch. You're gonna
Yeah,
force
you-
the player to go
That's
through all this shit
crazy.
again? Really?
I would have just like fuck it and just get it on, skip use the teleporter.
Hey, we've seen everything this level has to offer with the truck coming out of Eddie. I hope that the judges mention that bit.
Beep, beep.
It's like the only good part of this level.
Yeah, the
So
Eddie
far,
truck.
yeah.
The Eddie truck.
I like the idea behind the gimmick, but it's like the level itself kind of sucks.
Oh, Eddie truck.
You've been struck by Eddie's truck.
Oh man.
Hit by, struck by a smooth mate. Like,
Oh, goodness.
oh.
Okay, gotta remember, the water needs to keep activated.
Thaw. Oh, it's a.
Okay, I see. We gotta get this damn thing out of the way, though. Okay.
F-U-C-K, tell her I said hi.
Sweet. Awesome.
You know what, if you're gonna give me that, I'll take it.
Sweet Jesus. Oh my god, it's the end! It's the end!
Oh.
Oh.
Apparently
Oh.
the penguin can activate those.
Okay. Oh, Chill Man. And Bubble Man. Chillsman and Bubbleman.
Only two?
Yeah, it's not doing much damage to him. Hey, wait, he's outside the water. Shouldn't he be crying and being useless?
That's only a Mega Man Maker.
'cause he has a water park. Or a water pack.
I wonder if you can just lock him down there and just chaser his ass.
You know what? Do it. Although he seems stuck right now without that.
Yeah, like, you can lock him down there. There you go.
This is a bit silly. Wait, the level's not over yet?
What? No!
There's more. Unless the elements in the next room.
Please, please, please,
I
please.
guess.
Yes.
Goodbye, penguins that suddenly jumped up.
19 minutes.
Yeah, definitely the last level I was doing tonight.
That was your 69th element, by the way.
Nice.
That is
Yeah,
the perfect
baby.
way to end this. Alright, judges.
Oh,
what
goodness.
do you have to say?
Is it water? Is it ice? I'll take both for 500. The core concept of flipping between water and ice is interesting. Picking between large pools and geysers or frozen surfaces with icicles from the ceiling. These can create radically different scenarios from the same room. Best shown when you go back through the initial segments or the final split for the start token. The enemies complement this decently enough. Penguins, Rabbitons, and Guyona Dinos for ice. Poles and swim balls for water. Unfortunately, while they're absolutely appropriate, the vast majority don't really seem to do much besides get shot. Still, the level has solid enough building blocks. But for execution, oh boy. For starters, it takes until the last takes until after the first mid-boss to introduce the core gimmick. Considering how long this level is, that's not a good thing, and it makes the initial section basically just a dull water level with only a few tiny hints of something more. Even then, the attempts to enforce variety still doesn't quite work. Forcing the player underwater is especially ineffective. There's barely any difference between the place is frozen or not, which kills the point and causes that section to drag. Top it off with an annoying and awkward mini-boss. Why Hannah Brand?
And
Really?
I beat on, yeah.
Have it unbeat on. Really? Especially with freezing? And this place doesn't look super great. But the real aggravation is the tokens. Not the diamond with the checkpoint, or the last one with the boss gate, but the other three are just bad. The heart one, obtuse requirement aside, is severely laggy. The spade takes you through multiple easily broken transitions before rewarding you with a to face it in a really dumb number of tanks.
So this is you literally got those tanks, okay.
The
Cool.
clever requires you to jump down an unmarked spike pit after flipping a switch and pulling a lot of backtracking, and then deal with a spam of swim balls that somehow explode into Splash Woman mines, which appear nowhere else in the level. These three are all an absolute mess, and they all drag down an
already vulnerable level.
vulnerable level. Sorry, I lost my place. Top it off with a very unpolished dual boss, one where you just stand on the mid-left magnet and tediously snipe the two to death, regardless of the level's current mode, and the end result does not do this concept justice. If I were to give one piece of advice, this should have capitalized more on the ability to pick your temperature. The water level versus the ice level concept is absolutely the place's strongest piece, at least above water. And building rooms that allowed the player more choice could have been interesting. As it is now, this has a cool concept, but the execution misses the mark in several areas.
The general idea behind this stage is sound, but sadly is dragged down quite a bit due to the combination of level design and technical issues. Let's focus on the positive aspects first, though. The biggest point in the stage flavor is easily its main gimmick. The freezing switches are really interesting, mostly thanks to how their effect persists through the whole level, rather than just being contained with whatever room you're currently in. The stage takes great advantage of this by having you backtrack through previous area under new conditions, which forces you to change up your approach to previous segments a bit. It's a really neat idea with a ton of potential. However, a good idea alone is not enough to carry a level. The actual stage design varies a lot between decently designed rooms and ones that feel overly cluttered and cramped. I wouldn't mind this too much if not for the serious lack of checkpoints. Dying after often means redoing the level from the first usable switch, even if you reach the second and rather annoying mini-boss. Granted, there is a way around this, intentional or not. It's very easy to bypass a large section of this level through some simple magnet beam usage. Doing this means less legwork when it comes to checkpoints, but you also miss out on some of the tokens as well. Speaking of which, actually locating a few of them is a pretty obtuse process, such as the one that requires you to go back to a previous room after flipping a switch, which somehow causes a ladder to materialize out of nowhere. The route for these tokens also unveils some technical problems as well. For one, the water often doesn't extend to where its surface is shown on screen. I guess this is probably tied to making room for the freezing effect, but even that ends up being glitchy since it's incredibly easy to clip through the ice and immediately die just by walking into certain screen, mainly the ones to the left of the start. All of this ends with a double boss fight against Shulman and Bubbleman, which is made incredibly easy if you trap both of them underneath the ice. It's a pretty lackluster note to end the level on, but it didn't have to end that way. I really would have liked to see a better version of this stage since the main gimmick has so much potential.
I have to take points off of this review for not mentioning the truck.
I guess I didn't feel like it or something. Steam level? I see broken glasses.
I really like this kind of level concept a lot, changing the state of the rooms you've already been to and unlocking new paths. That way, it's like a mini Metroidvania. That's a good point there. Oh my god. The unfortunate part is that this is one of the buggiest entries of the contest I've ever seen. So often your character gets stuck in a geometry by the changing water and ice, flinging you all over the place, out of bounds, and killed. Even outside of the main gimmick, there's just seem to be collision errors littered around. Level design is also questionable, especially when it comes to the tokens. Holy moly, those tokens were a big mess of a process to reach. The overall layout of the level can get quite confusing at times, notably at the beginning where you can only progress after you've done a first switcheroo. And the starting part of the deep underwater section where it wasn't clear for the player that you have to go toggle the switch to an ice state unless they happen to go right first. I don't really like that during the deep underwater section, the stage keeps placing those swimming enemies specifically to knock the player off to nearby pits. Like, come on now, that's number 2 of the 10 things you should not design your level like. Pay attention during your design lessons, students. Despite all that, at least the music is super soothing and nice to listen to. Probably one of my favorite tracks in the contest so far. It's the one thing that allowed me to tolerate the bug-infested nightmare, that is for sure.
Where's the truck?
No other level in this contest confused me as much as this one did. I went left at the start. Okay, fine. Guess I'll die. I cry. I guess I'll die. I cry. Then I went right. Thinking I found the secret area, I used Magnet Bead to slide through the hole in the wall. Unbeknownst to me, I had just wrecked the level. I encountered plenty of switches, but I couldn't get any of them to work. The ones I could touch did nothing except make a noise, and the ones I couldn't touch just looked like awkward wall decorations. I understand now that you were going for it, but please don't do that. Over half the level, I honestly couldn't tell if something was massively broken or if I simply didn't understand what I was supposed to do. Even playing the intended way, there are signs this level needs more playtesting. It's never clear what's a bottomless pit or where any given path will lead you. It's possible to get stuck in a few places or shunted through the floor. If you turn the water to ice at the wrong time, the dual boss battle, while certainly interesting, isn't terribly polished. Although too many challenges feel like more random assets on a screen than a deliberate test of knowledge or skill. Water-ice puzzles are generally pretty strong. Magnet and ladder use is excellent. I wish I'd used that setup in Joe's. Dual magnet and spike shaft is also good. I love the concepts of the token challenges. Swim Ball's devious surprise is especially great, and I got a laugh out of the Eddie's truck trick, but I have serious issues with their execution, particularly the logic to find secret ladder. Moody music, background graphics that change with the gimmick, and a really solid premise almost keep a level afloat. Profound polish problems are what's sinking. Sorry, I can't get over that fucking truck.
When this level goes right, it's fun. Excellent even. But oh my, it's so easy for it to just fall apart. Which version of the stage do you get? The clean smooth experience the developer intended, or the soft lock glitchy mess was you can accidentally backtrack into such a state where you lose lots of progress? That's the real kicker. I've experienced both for myself, and the latter version also very much sings the real enjoyable experience I had with the other, and that's a damn shame. From a design standpoint, this stage works. Finding yourself retracing your step but seeing rooms in a new frozen or unfrozen state, that's thrilling. And the token layouts give the user a reason to try and progress through rooms in the unintended way. But that's also the issue. Some of these rooms were not designed with that in mind. There are many areas where going through a screen transition with the ice-water gimmick set in the wrong configuration leads to instant death via clipping out of the world, or worse, a soft lock. The player basically requires clairvoyance to tell which of these screens is going to kill them. Even with it set up correctly, the fact the ice needs to spend time spawning means just walking through an intended screen transition can kill you. It's really cute though that the spade token requires sliding through a transition and you need to correct yourself before plummeting to your death. This, combined with the "it's a water level, this throw spikes" nature of the stage, is made all the more frustrating due to the really questionable checkpoint placement. Just to quickly mention, the heart token having what is an invisible ladder that's only visible in the frozen state? No, don't do this. There's zero indication it's there and falls hard. The rest were fine, but this is absurd. The stage isn't great from a graphical standpoint either. It all feels rather flat, unpolished, and messy. So it's proof of just how important a good music track is. That alone helps raise this atmosphere of the stage. It helps all the gimmicks and elements do their things and sells the team to you. It's also a shame the lack of polish given to the graphics also applies to the pit indication or lack thereof. Given the while confusing nature of the layout, this really hinders the player's ability to tell where they're supposed to go. Instant death and the path forward look identical in this level, especially in the water. The boss also has two versions. The versions where you don't let them interact and pick them off one by one, or the version where you're a dumbass and let them come you into oblivion by freezing the water. I've also experienced both of these versions, but for some wild reason, I don't feel like I can hold this I won against you. God, this is so frustrating. There's a really good stage in there, let down by just how unfun it is to play through a slug of glitches. I gotta admit that Eddie situation was funny, but overall the stage was kind of a pain. Lack of checkpoints, so much insta-death. Yeah, that was kind of a thing. Let's see how many stages are left. Actually, I'm not gonna talk to people. I just want to see. 22. Oh. I'll think about it. 120, 119, 118.
Yeah, we got quite some. Oh, there's the boss up there.
And the boss.
Oh man.
I see you, Yokuman. Go fuck yourself. Anyways.
Oh god.
There's one element, one token for the next stage.
And what's the name? Chaos Light City.
Light City.
Yeah, well, we'll see that next time. Probably on Saturday again.
Yeah.
Alright then. That certainly was a series of stages. All I have to say is Eddie Truck.